Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just putting you down here because, well, let's talk to you first. So tonight it's going to be Wheel of Names, of course. If you're new here, then you don't know what the Wheel of Names is, but it's a really fun game we play. I do not own the rights to it. I do not own it at all. But we're very grateful to the people who did create that website because we use it all the time and people love it. So what happens is we're going to put you on this wheel here. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you like this video, and I will make sure to put you on the list, okay? And so if you're new here, just go ahead and do that. You can read the description too if you want to know anything else that you need to know about this whole, the way it goes here. Also, if you feel like that's kind of like, I don't really want to wait to be maybe called, then you can donate. And all of the information for that's in the description as well. So first off, we're going to wait for some people to get in here, and I'm just going to basically shuffle my cards and get ready to do this. And so we're just going to wait a little bit for a couple more people to get here. And so just give me a moment and let's just wait for some people to come in, okay? So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you like. And we're just going to get started in a little bit here. Let me start this. Make sure all my cards are upright for you guys, ready to go. And welcome. Thank you for being here. Haven't gone live in a little while, so I'm excited about this. Hope you guys are too. Everyone loves the Wheel of Names, by the way, so it's real fun. It's exciting, And he picks the people that need a reading the most. Here's the deal about the wheel as well. If you come here and you have your name on this list, and then when you're called, you don't say you're not here, you left or something, it's all good, but we will skip you, okay, if you're not here when your name's called. The thing about it, though, is if you come back, you can get your name put back on the list, okay? Just ask me, hey, I don't know if I was skipped, but can I be put back on the list? And I will do that. And what's cool is that the Wheel of Names usually will pick you again. Not always, but most of the time. So it's kind of cool. It's like he doesn't make mistakes. He's like, no, I picked that person for a reason. They're going to get their reading. So keep that in mind, okay? It's not all hope is lost if you are not here when you're called the first time, okay? So just keep that in mind. Just come back and just ask to be put back on. And we have a really great community of people here. Everyone's really friendly, supportive, and encouraging. So join us. We'd love to have you join us. The more the merrier. Everyone's very sensitive to everyone's issues and personal, situations. So please follow suit with that. We don't take any bullying or any kind of anything like that, any kind of negativity that's unnecessary, it's just not, we don't want that. And Jenna is usually the mod. I don't know if she's going to be here tonight. It's kind of late for her. Hi, you guys. It's kind of late for her because she is a few hours ahead of me. But so we might not have her tonight, but it's okay. We love you, Jenna. If you can't make it with us, that's fine. It's my fault because I always go on late. But hey, these later hours are better for me for some reason. Like, not better for me, but better for you guys. Like, people come on more. It's more lively at these late hours for some reason. So I'm just going with it. You guys, I'm just waiting for more people to get in here, and I'm just making sure all my cards are upright and ready to go for you guys. Because before I would sit here and be like, TikTok, like I'll just wait, but it's like, now I'm going to do something instead of just waiting. So it works. Just letting you guys know, we are going to get started here any minute now. Just waiting for me and waiting for a couple more people to get in here, okay? Make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you like this video, please. And you can get on the wheel. Get on this list. See some new people in here. Hey. Glad to have you guys. You guys can read the description. I added a few recommended books if you guys are into astrology. Those are some really good books in there in the description, and also some decks, the decks that I'm using today. Most of them are in that description as well in case you're interested in checking those out. And they are affiliate links, just to let you know, they are. So I'll get a small little percentage if you happen to purchase one of the items on the list. But it will never be more expensive for you. It's going to be the same price for you either way. It's not like it charges you more or anything. I don't know if any of you are interested in that. Go ahead and check that out. And this is the last, oh wait, no, it's not. Sorry, false alarm. How are you guys doing tonight? I am going to be getting started really soon here, okay? Those of you that are new here, I'm just getting these cards ready to go, and I will put you on this list. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like this video, please. And you will get on this list, okay? So no worries. I will not miss you. Okay. I see some new people. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm happy to see some new people. It's awesome. We love new people. And we love returning subscribers as well. Duh. Don't forget about you guys. Let's not forget. Couldn't do this without any of you guys, so I'm appreciative of all of you. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good night. Morning, actually, for me. That one's... All right, you guys, if you are new here, just sit tight a second. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video. Also, just know that everyone is going to get on this list. Just subscribe and like. We're going to get started really soon here. I'm just making sure all these cards are in the right position for you guys because I don't do reversal cards, okay? There's enough negative cards in the swords suit. I don't have to do reversals. So I don't do that. So if any cards do come up in reverse, I will just flip them over and make them upright. And if any cards fly out, just know, little disclaimer, I am a sloppy shuffler. So that happens a lot. Okay, sometimes half the deck just flies out. So don't worry. Don't think you won't get the message you're supposed to hear. A lot of times when I put the card back in, if I do, sometimes I'll incorporate it with the reading. But if I do decide to put it back in, which happens a lot, because like I said, I am a sloppy shuffler. If I put it back in, it'll a lot of times come back out. And if it doesn't, then it'll come back out in a different way. You know what I mean? The same message, you'll still get it. So don't worry about that. Don't trip on that, okay? Just know that you'll still get your message. Okay. All right, we're going to get started now, you guys, okay? So, of course, my dog wants to come whine next to me right when we're ready to go. So, all right. Again, you guys, all of these decks are in the description below. So if you're interested in checking those out, please go ahead and help yourself do that. And see if you like them. Okay. What did I do? All right. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. Let's see what's going on with this list here, okay? I'm going to get your names down first, so it's easier for me to just kind of put them in there. All right. So whoever's here now, please go ahead and just say something into the chat. Just say here, because sometimes people will leave. I don't want to get those people on the list. They're not here right now. So whoever's here wants a reading, please just say hey in the chat right now, okay? Patricia. Okay. I'll start adding these. And when other people come, I'll get you guys before we start, okay? So, all right, let's continue. Critica. Yes, you can. Just make sure you guys are subscribed and you like this video. I know some of you are already subscribed. Thank you. And the new people, I'm glad to have you guys here. I'm so excited to read for you. Hopefully you guys get a reading. Not everyone will, okay? So keep that in mind. But tonight, it's going to be the wheel picking, so don't be mad at me if you don't get called. But what's cool is that the wheel knows. He knows who needs a reading really bad. And it's funny because if you are here, if you're here and if you're not here when you get called, a lot of times, you know, he'll pick you again for some reason, which is kind of cool. So if you do get skipped because you're not here when you're called, and you come back and you notice like you're not on the list or something, just ask to be put back on and I'll put you back on. And a lot of times you're picked again. So it's kind of cool because it's like the wheel just knows who really needs to be. He's like, I didn't make a mistake. I know who I picked for a reason. So just don't worry about that, okay? Just make sure you get back on the list. And then hopefully you're here when you're called again. Because if you're not, of course, you'll be skipped. Just because, you know, there's a lot of people here that want readings. So it's like, I can't really. But I am on the new the platform that has the 30-second countdown thing. So we'll do that. Oh, Infinity, that's so nice. Wow. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. That's funny that you say that because when I saw your name, I was going to go, oh, Infinity 17. I don't know why, because it's like, you know, there's a few returnings, but I'm like, for some reason, like, yours stood out. Maybe because I haven't seen you in a while. It hasn't been that long, though. I feel like, you know, I've seen you recently. But thank you. I do appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Okay, so we have 11 right now. We're going to go ahead and start, okay, since we have over 10 here. And we'll come back. I'll get the rest of the people. I mean, I have everyone that's here right now, but as people come on, they're going to be like, can I be added? Can I be added? And yes, I'll add them right when I'm finished with the first reading, okay? So let's see. Shuffling, 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 shuffling. Okay. Sure. Well, you think? It will help with the noise cancellation for sure. Okay. It's okay. I don't want to hook up anything else because it'll take more like battery and stuff. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Okay. Woo! Okay, Julie J. What's up, girl? My question. Okay. What is your card's advice regarding my relationship with Felipe? Okay. Let's see Felipe now. Okay. First of all, let's get this vibe from him. Let's get the vibe going. What is the energy of Felipe? In regards to Julie, right? In regards to Julie. What is his energy? What do we need to know about Felipe here for Julie? What is Felipe's energy here? What is Felipe's energy here? What is Felipe's energy? Can you give us a... Oh! Thank you! Okay. So, all right. Yes. Interesting. The first kind of vibe I get here is... Here, let me move that. First kind of vibe I get here is, you know, first of all, the tower, this is obviously a connection that's going to be... Well, you're going to learn a lot from it, but also it's like something that... you know, is probably going to be intense and it's going to be uncomfortable at times, obviously. The tower here, it's like changes, you know, transformations, everything kind of falling apart and then having to build back. And it's mostly because, you know, you don't make certain changes. Everyone goes through the tower sometimes. Here's the deal, though, with this connection is I feel like with the Two of Cups as well, you know, it's going to be a connection that is, it kind of feels fated. It feels like it's karmic. You know, it feels like it's there to teach you something. It's definitely going to be an intense connection that you're going to learn from. It's like happening for a reason, and it may not last forever, you know. It's with the tower, I kind of feel like it's one of those that will end eventually, but it's just something that is going to have an impact, and it's going to be pretty intense. For whatever reason, you know, there's a reason it's there. It's going to have some kind of impact. And but with the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, I feel like it is going to be something committed, or at least that's the idea. Like that's what the goal is. It shows like there is promise of some type of security here. So it's cool. It's like, you know, hopefully that happens. It doesn't mean it will. To me, though, this is the vibe that like this is the whole energy around the situation, that this is like what you both hope for and are going for. So I feel like it will be a committed relationship, you know. And with this card too, the Two of Cups, you guys have a lot of, like, you see eye to eye. For some reason right now, I picked up on this feeling of like you guys have a lot of disagreements too, or things that you don't agree with. And right now, maybe you don't fight about it yet, or maybe you do. It doesn't really matter. The point of this card, though, is that it's saying, look, you guys see eye to eye. You have a lot in common. You kind of are going for the same goals, have the same desires. But I still feel like there is a lot that you guys, that's different too. But with this card, it's saying that you guys are kind of on the same page. You know, you're seeing each other, you know, like you have that respect. It's not like one person's above the other. It's kind of like you guys are equals right now. So that's good. And hopefully that lasts throughout the relationship. With this card, again, you guys need to make certain changes in your life. Remember, we all go through this. It's nothing like just, you know, you're just crazy or something. It's like we all go through this. And basically you have to, whatever changes in your life are trying to be made, try to make those changes so that this tower doesn't come out and be completely uncomfortable and unpleasant, because people don't like change, and that's usually why it's unpleasant. But for the most part, I feel like you guys do have this committed thing going, and a very, very connected and you know, just very complementary, just very bonded connection here. And that's probably why it's hard to break as well, and it's an intense connection. But let's see what else we can get going here, find out about this. Anything else we need to know about this connection with Felipe, please? Oops. Anything else we need to know about connection with Felipe, please? So prepare for this to be a very intense connection. It could be explosive. It may be. That's true. It could be, you know. Here, though, it's not really showing explosive. It's showing, though, that there's going to be a time when maybe things feel like they're falling apart altogether. Like you're going to have to recreate yourself. You know, you're going to have to transform. And that's because there's certain, that's because there's certain changes you didn't make. And it's likely that he's going to have the same effect, you know. There's certain changes he didn't make. And so it's going to just happen. And it's going to be like everything feels like it's falling apart. And hence they're jumping out of this burning building. It's not going to be that intense, hopefully. You know, it's just, you know, it's resembling basically that, you know, you at some point are going to have to change everything about, you know, to make life actually doable, you know, because the tower's there to go, you didn't make these changes, you're veering off from your path now, so I have to make sure you do this. You know, I have to make sure this is for your highest good. So after the tower, usually the sun comes out and things are good. It's just all how you deal with change, you know? That's how I look at the tower. If you can handle change, you're good. But that's kind of why you're in that predicament in the first place, is because you didn't change things you're supposed to change. So, you know, and it is kind of being brutally honest. Yeah, like, look, you need to change this and that and this and that, and you'll know what those things are. You won't be like, what do I need to change? Okay, thank you, Lauren. Thanks, Lauren. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and check that out right now. We'll get into your reading after this one, okay? Thank you. All right, so anything else we need to know about this connection, please? Anything else about Felipe and Julie? Anything else about Felipe and Julie? Okay, again, this is, okay. So this is the energy of the situation. I feel like this is later on when this happens. Somebody is trying to kind of win something or get their point across. It's like, I don't really see this as completely negative like I usually see the Five of Swords, but it's the energy of like somebody who wants to win or kind of like beat someone else. So it's kind of a nasty energy, you know, it's not really something you want to see in a relationship. And like I said, you guys, you know, very connected now or in the beginning. And then later on, you know, you might have some disagreements. And one person, especially in this connection, seems like the person who is like not wanting to look stupid or like not wanting to like feel rejected or feel like they lost or something, you know, to that something along those lines. Like in relationships, it shouldn't be like that. But, you know, it is a lot of times for people who, you know, I'm not going to say like have insecurities or want to be in control or just, you know, they just don't want to feel like they're fucked over, you know, so that's how they do that. That's how they deal with that. And so let's see here. But it's really not a good energy to have in a relationship. It's not healthy, but it is what it is. You know, divorce rates and everything, right? We see it all the time with people. So people get nasty, you know, and because they're hurt or feeling like looking stupid. And here we have, okay, so this is trying to be a committed thing. Like I said, you know, it is trying to, that's what they're offering. It is seemingly I don't know if you believe in past lives. It seems like a past life connection. Again, fated connection here with the tower, karmic. So it is happening for a reason. All of that just means basically this is happening for a reason. It could have been a past life thing, whether or not you believe in that. It's just basically like there's a reason for this and you're going to learn from it. It's going to be a life-changing experience that you basically learn a lot from. Like you can't really go back and be the same person you were before, you know? Okay, so then yeah, maybe you guys are trying to skip out on this. For some reason, you guys probably break up a few times, or this is trying to, like one person, or maybe both, whatever, but it's just, you guys keep going to this thing where you take breaks. And I say breaks because you guys might break up, but you get back together. So, but here with the Four of Swords, it's usually not a complete ending, you know, it's like it's over. It's like basically it's a break, you know, it's a rest period. It's some distance, but it's not over completely. So I feel like you guys try to skip out on each other and you kind of try to like just like avoid arguing or avoid the situation that's uncomfortable. You break up, make up, break up, make up, because this is not an ending. So basically we're just talking here about breakup, makeup. It's kind of seeming like a tad bit unhealthy of a connection. Okay. But you know, like I said, it won't last forever. But that's one thing to keep note of is that basically, yeah, it could be a breakup, makeup. And it could be something that you learn a lot from, okay? So just try to learn what you can from it, you know, just try to take it in and learn the lessons you're supposed to learn from it. And hopefully you get the best, you know, hopefully you learn from that in a way that you feel you can, you know, go back to and actually grow from, you know what I mean? So good luck with that, Julie. And let me know how that works out. Let me know how it develops for you if you feel like this resonates as time goes on. All right, let's see. All right. Well, thanks, Infinity. I really appreciated you coming tonight. I love your energy. I love seeing you. Have a good night. I'm so sad you have to leave. You don't have to leave. But if you have to, you know, I'm sorry about that. Love you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the positivity. Okay, so Lauren, let's see. How is the Cancer feeling about me? Okay. Let's see. Let's use these first. How is the Cancer feeling about me? Okay. The Cancer. Okay, let's see. How is Cancer feeling about Lauren? How is the Cancer feeling about Lauren? How is the Cancer feeling about Lauren, please, currently? Okay, Ten of Pentacles. So they feel like there is something. I feel like, first of all, they feel like there's something to gain from this. Like they feel like the connection you guys share, whether it's friends, romantic, whatever it is, you know, business, there's definitely some kind of gain here, financially, or maybe we're just talking about security here. Maybe this person just feels like, okay, This could be a secure thing, especially for Cancers. That's important, security, you know, and to feel like there is that safety and security. You know, for a lot of people, money is security. And I'm not saying they're just a gold digger using you. I'm saying like for them, and especially for Cancers, that's something that they need, is security. So for you, they definitely feel like that's there, or that's, you know, what they can get from this. And it's not, it's not saying like, you know, they just want to get that from you, like, and use you. It's just literally that's, they feel like this is a safe thing. You know, they feel like it definitely has the potential to be safe. Okay, you know what's funny? You said we're in no contact right now. You know what's funny? I was gonna say past, present, future. I was thinking like maybe I should do past, present, future. So it's maybe that would have been the past energy. So who knows what's happening now? Let's see what's going on now, currently. Let's see what's currently. See, I should just go with my intuition. I do that, but you know, sometimes I just go, well, I'm already on this, so. But it's like I should just go with that, because that's what I was kind of feeling about, you know, doing before you said that. All right, let's see. Should probably include that card, huh? Well, currently, somebody, okay, so it's kind of like you guys are both waiting for the other one to reach out. And I say that because you said no contact, but basically what I would have said is that somebody's waiting for more information before they take the next action. So it's like there is a stalemate, there is a standstill, there is something that is basically holding you both back. One of you more than the other, though, I think. But just know that they're not just like over this. They're not just like, they're still, I wouldn't say necessarily fixated, but that's, I'm not going to censor myself. That's what came to mind, fixated. They're still fixated on it, but they're trying to figure out like how to go about it. And I wouldn't say that they're going to necessarily go about it. Exactly. No, that's what I said, Patricia. That's what I'm saying, is that they look for, you know, that stability and security. But for some people, money is security, you know? But with the Ten of Pentacles, it's kind of like not just money, but it's like in every way. It's like this family here is like they have what they need. Everything's good, you know, so it's not just money, but it definitely has to do with that a little bit, I would say. You know, for sure that's part of it. So there is that stability there, though, all the way around is what they felt. So then right now there's a stalemate. Right now there's a hanging, you know, you guys are both hanging there. Kind of not sure how to approach it. And you guys are both kind of not approaching it. What is happening as we move forward with this? What do we see happening in the next? Well, as we close out the end of the year, what do we see happening with these guys as we close out 2021? Any improvements, any changes? Okay, so yeah, there actually could be somebody trying to do something sneaky or underhanded here. But I would say that there is a potential for it to kind of try to come back around and be something stable again. King of Pentacles. You know, so it's like he's the mature pentacle, you know, part of the pentacle suits. So it's like, yeah, he's trying, you know, he has what he needs. Like, look at this. He has what he needs. He has all these jewels and all these things and lavish, you know, greens and everything. He's on his throne. I mean, he just looks like he has his shit. Well, he's materialistic too. You know, it's not just that he has his shit together. He's preoccupied with stuff, you know, so it could kind of mean that that's a thing for them, you know. And with the Seven of Swords, I would even say maybe now here we're seeing they're trying to get something out of it. Like they're trying to take from you, steal from you, possibly use you for something. That is more of a possibility now that we see this here. Okay, so again, also skipping out on this. So it's like if you guys have some kind of a business thing or some kind of money tied into each other, I would say that they're going to try to be sneaky about that. If you don't, I would still say they're trying to sneak or do something underhanded. And I would say they're more materialistic than you. So for some reason, if you have valuables, if you have something of value, you know, anything, it doesn't even matter, just material items, things we can touch and hold and see. It's not emotion, it's stuff. If you have stuff like that, then it's kind of like that's probably what they're going to be trying to take from you. Because now we're moving more into, maybe there's some resentment here. Maybe there's someone feels like they're owed something. You know, Cancers, when they're in their emotions, sometimes it's like, doesn't make sense. You know, emotions are not very logical, and that goes for anybody. So sometimes it's just a little, they're not thinking with their logical mind. But it seems like maybe they've got some kind of a resentment. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get their current energy, why they're feeling this way, and why this is coming out in the future here. Why is this coming out in the future as we move towards the next couple months? Why are we in the next couple months? Why are we seeing this change here? What is happening with this Cancer person? Why do they feel that this is necessary? Tell us more about this Seven of Swords, please. Tell us more about this Seven of Swords, please. Tell us more about the Seven of Swords for this Cancer person in regards to Lauren. Tell us about the Seven of Swords in regards to Lauren, please. This Cancer. Okay, Magician. So yeah, I would say there is a resentment. Okay, so the Cancer, I would say, wants you to kind of own up to something, apologize for something, or just basically like take responsibility for whatever, you know, is the situation, whatever they're mad about, or whatever they feel is the situation. So they're trying to manifest some kind of like, it's almost, to me, it kind of seems like resentment, because the Magician is all about like, they have what it takes to be able to make something happen. You know, they don't need anything else. They just kind of have to like do it or believe that they can do it and it happens, like manifesting, you know, just kind of like meditating on it, like just knowing like, this is what I'm about. This is what's going to happen right now. This is what I'm trying to build in my life or bring towards myself, you know? So they feel that it's completely necessary. They feel like this makes the perfect sense. Like, this is just what it is that you need to take responsibility for something. And also, with the Seven of Swords there, it could also mean they're trying to skip out on taking responsibility for their side of the situation. So even more so, it's like they're trying to skip out on that. You know, they're trying to skip out on really taking responsibility while they want you to take responsibility for it. So again, it's kind of, you know, if we're talking about somebody who has a resentment, it's not really the most mature thing to do. It's not really the most like responsible thing, obviously. They're not trying to take responsibility for this, but they feel you need to. So that's not really how things work a lot of times. Yeah, they can't let something go. There could have been another person in the situation, like for whatever reason, or it could have been your guys's collaboration with each other was not great, you know, especially when somebody wants someone to take responsibility and they're not trying to take it. Like you probably feel that way about them. Maybe you see yourself taking responsibility as well as them, or maybe you feel the same way, you know, about them as they feel about you. Like they need to take responsibility and you don't, you know, like they did wrong, you know, whoever did wrong, it's better to at least, you know, claim you're part of it, you know, because whoever, like if you guys are both in this energy of like, they need to take responsibility and not me, then it's definitely going to be, you know, lack of that cooperation and collaboration there. And so that's obviously been a problem from the past. Like you guys probably did collaborate very well at one point, but now it's kind of like, that's the situation from the past. You guys could not, obviously that's why there's no contact. You guys could not come together and agree on something or make it like, you guys just did not. And I feel like that's because you couldn't take responsibility. I mean, anyone who doesn't take responsibility, it's going to be hard to talk to that person because you're expecting them to kind of take on everything. It's just, it's not, people don't just do that so readily, especially when it's not their responsibility. So you guys are kind of in the same energy here, I feel like, you know, in that way. So it's not really going to work out that way, you know, just know that if you guys want to collaborate, like my advice to you is like, just try to own your part and say, look, I just don't understand like why you feel like I need to just take it, because I feel like you need to, like, be straight up and open. When are they going to have communication? Because if you guys both expect the other to do something, it's probably not going to happen that way, and you guys are just going to be angry and you're not going to get what you want out of it. You know, you're not going to get that cooperation. It's just going to seem like a fight, you know. So let's see what we can do here. Are they going to communicate soon? By the end of this year, what do we see then? What do we see in communication? Yeah, so I feel like you guys will definitely come together at some point and be able to communicate. And at first, it could seem like everything goes well, okay? It could seem like maybe because this advice now, you take a different approach, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It seems like you guys are able to kind of come back together and recreate this connection we see here, right? Make it, you know, a thing that feels bonded, that feels like you guys see eye to eye, like you agree. Okay, good. Why do I feel like this is not how it's going to stay, though? That's just me. When I saw that card, I felt like with all of this here, this resentment, I mean, I just get the feeling that that's how it is in the beginning. But let's see if that stays that way. Hopefully it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just jaded and seeing like, oh, that's fake. But let's see. That's just what I felt when I first saw it. Like, okay, at first it's going to seem all good, but what? But what? But what is this hesitation I'm feeling? What is this kind of resistance I'm feeling? What is this that I'm feeling here? Give me the Two of Cups. What happens after the Two of Cups? Is there something else I need to know about this for her, for Lauren? Ten of Pentacles again. So we get that twice here. That means that this connection, again, feels like that's what it keeps coming down to, okay? And it could be because this Cancer here, that's what they, you know, feel most comfortable in, something that's secure, you know? But it could also just be the both of you. You know, I don't know what your sign is. You don't have to tell me, but it could be, you know, Capricorn, could be Cancer as well. Could be, you know, it's just and it doesn't really matter because sun signs, it's just a sun sign. You know, that's just generalizing. We have to look at all aspects of the chart, right? But you definitely have some heavy need for security as well, because here we have the Ten of Pentacles twice. And so you guys will come back together probably on this shared agreement here, or the shared, whether it's, you know, communicated or not, like so openly, you guys get this feeling of like, we can be secure together. This can be something where we both are okay, you know, and feeling stable with each other. So I feel like when you guys do come back together, and yes, it will be before the end of this year, before next year, I mean, and you guys will communicate, it will seem like it's going to work out again. Here, we're going to start back at ground one, you know, the first step where we started before, where this seems like it's going to be stable. Maybe it's the advice I gave you to be taking responsibility as well as asking, you know, expecting that from the other person you're dealing with. I don't know. And I'm not trying to take credit for that. I'm just saying that something, somehow, when you guys communicate, it seems like you guys, you get it together and you start being mature about it instead of immature, right? It's like you just kind of realize that we actually can be stable together still. We actually can make this work still. I don't know what I was, you know, kind of thing. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Does that mean we'll be living together? Shoot. I mean, if that's definitely very possible. We can look into that individually, like specifically, but as for right now, as with this right here, I cannot answer that right now. I mean, just with these cards here, we can look into that, but it's like, that's definitely possible. I mean, if that's what you guys feel is the thing that makes you feel secure together, like you need someone to move out and you guys have that, you've talked about it and you plan on doing that, definitely it could be part of it. But let's see what that's looking like here. Let's see what that's looking like with that whole idea here. Let me get these cards. So tell me about their living situation. Oh, okay. All right. So something that you guys have thought about before, maybe communicated about, and that's from the past. Okay, so okay. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. It might break you guys up even sooner, you know, whether it's friendship or relation, doesn't matter. It's like, it will probably cause a lot of arguments for you guys to live together. And just saying that because here we do have the Five of Swords here. Five of Wands. It's not something that's really important. It's kind of like, it really is like a petty argument. I feel like it's just bickering. It's just, you know, when people live together, they have specific things that they, you know, are very particular about and they don't want touched, they want cleaned, you know what I mean? So it's not like a big argument that is like you got fucked over, betrayed. It's like just dumb little arguments, but it's, you know, there's a lot of tension there because of that. So it could be that you guys live differently. Maybe it's not such a good idea so soon, or just right now, you know, whatever the case is for you guys. It doesn't seem like that's going to be, it's not saying you guys will not be cool anymore. You guys are going to like end up just saying fuck you and leaving each other alone. But seriously, like, it seems like, you know, so with the High Priestess here, it seems like, you know, kind of like looking at everything, you kind of know that like you want that support there, but really you don't see that like that will be arguments too. Like living with another person is a big deal, you know, and it's, you guys are it's just, things are different. I think maybe you should hold back on that, you know, if you can. Well, we do have free will, so you can control that. You can say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that yet. You know, I want to be stable first. I want to know that I'm stable on my own before I just live with somebody else who I feel stable with. Like, what if it doesn't work out and you guys feel like, you know, Libra, find that balance, right? Before you do this. Like, don't just jump in and depend on each other. You know, make sure that you can take care of yourself first. I think that's probably the best idea before you move in together, because then you know that, like, if you do get into a fight or something, you guys can leave and it won't be like you need each other and you hate each other even more now because you need each other and you can't leave. You know what I mean? Like that kind of situation. You don't want to be in a dependent situation. You want to be able to leave when you need to, or when you need to get away or just get a breath of fresh air. I don't think it's a good idea right now for you guys to move in together. Definitely not. It's going to cause a lot of arguments and bickering. Whether that breaks you up or not, or gets you guys separated or not, the point is it's not really a good idea right now. I don't see it working out in that way right now. It just seems like extra that you don't need, you know? You don't want to add any more tension to this connection. Okay, so we have some new people here. I'm going to go ahead and add them to the list as well. And then Lauren. Okay. Sakina. Whoever's here right now, go ahead and just say hey in the chat for me, please, so I know who to put on this list, okay? Bad B. Where did you send it? I don't think I got a notification, but let's see. Well, actually my notifications are off. That could be why. But let's see. Okay. Where did you send the where did you send it? And I'll check that because there's a few different things I need to check to make sure. You guys, if you want to get on this list, just make sure you're subscribed and like this video, please, really quick. It just takes 1 second to like the video, and I'll get you on this list and we'll get started. Hopefully you guys, the new people, get chosen. That happens a lot, you know. Okay, so Bad B, what is your name under? Because I did get a donation, but I want to know. I want to make sure that it's you, you know. No problem, Lauren. Thank you, hon. Thanks for coming. Okay. I don't, it's kind of in a different language. Yeah, it's in a different language. So, I mean, was it PayPal though? I mean, that's what I'm seeing it on. Harsha. Yeah, I'm getting it in a different language, but I think that's you, because Priyanka. I'm just getting everyone's name down so I can add you guys later, but we're going to do her reading first because it's a donation. So yes, definitely. And thank you, by the way. Sorry that took a second to like figure that out, but just trying to make sure it's you, because I've had actually people lie before, or like say they, you know, did and it was somebody else, or they used somebody else's name that I was giving a free reading to, and the person the next day was like, no, I didn't hit you up about it. And I'm like, wow, that's not cool. So I just have to make sure and verify for everybody, for your sake and for mine. Okay, so you said, how does XYM feel about me? Thanks. Okay. How does XYM feel about me? So let's see. Let's see how How does XYM feel about bad B? How does XYM? Ooh, okay. Remember what I said about sloppy shuffling, so don't worry. I'm not going to use these cards for this, though. Give me the overall energy of how this person feels about them. Give me the overall energy of how this person feels about them. Give me the overall energy of how this person feels about them, please. Let me get past present future here for their feelings about this person. What's the situation here with them too? Past. Ooh. Present. Ooh. Future. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, it's like definitely a love-hate here, isn't it? And if it's not yet, it's gonna be. Wow. Okay. So either you guys, okay, the energy now is like, there's definitely love there. There's definitely like, you guys want, I'm just saying you guys want, because usually I would say that there's love there and that there's a lot of potential for this to be a really great and loving connection, fulfilling and all that. But because of these cards here, it's hard to say that. What I really feel is basically right now, like it's a love-hate. I mean, honestly, because there's definitely potential for it to be a loving and fulfilling connection. This cup is overflowed, you know, it's overflowing with water. It's definitely like there's that emotion, there's that energy and that passion and that, I mean, not passion, but it's definitely, you know, emotionally, it's a lot and it's fulfilling and it makes you feel whole, you know, that kind of thing, that kind of like overpowering thing. But either you guys started out coming from a connection that maybe, you know, one of you or both came from a connection that was basically like where you were heartbroken, or maybe you lost a loved one. I mean, you guys you either started this connection out from this place. One of you or both felt like there was loss in the heart, there was pain in the heart, or there was like a heartbreak. It could have been any kind of, you know, heart pain, literally like just, you know, sadness and brokenness. So either you guys started out from that place and came together, so that was already there and it wasn't about either of you doing it to each other, or it could have been that you guys first started out, kind of something happened, something went down, you guys kind of broke each other's heart. One person did to the other, most likely because of the Ten of Swords. So this could be what's going on right now. Like if that is whichever one's resonating, say it's the second one, right? Somebody hurt somebody else. That's why this is here, because it's like, and I feel like either way, even if you don't resonate with the first, like if you resonate with the first one saying like it was just already that way, for some reason there is a betrayal of trust here. You said he broke my heart in separation. So again, you know, this betrayal of trust, and you could feel like you're dead to the person, you know, obviously Ten of Swords. He didn't see this coming either. You know, he's on his stomach. He's stabbed in the back 10 times. So it's pretty brutal. And it's basically like feeling that, what that would feel like, not literally the pain, but just feeling like dead to the person, feeling like you don't matter to the person all of a sudden. Again, it's unexpected. So you did not see it coming. You didn't even have time to really defend yourself or talk about it or say anything. It's kind of just like it happened and you had no idea it was coming. So that's very hurtful, of course, you know, obviously. And I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that's fucked up. Gemini. This is Gemini. It doesn't have to mean anyone's a Gemini in this situation. It could. That's why I'm mentioning it. But if there's no Gemini here, then it's just talking about lovers. So that's what's funny to me about this is that, and with the energy is like the potential for it to be a fulfilling thing. It just reminds me of a love-hate. Like this person might come back around and try to like make their rounds, you know? And I don't think it's a good idea for you to do that, obviously, with this here. We have free will though, so you're going to choose what you're going to choose. And who knows? I mean, you probably, well, I can't say. You probably don't even know for sure right now because it's not right now. But, you know, just think about that. You know, think about these two. Because here with the Ten of Swords, it's like you still have, like, you see how his hand's open? Right there at the bottom right here, his hand is open. It's because he's accepting, like, this isn't going to be something that completely defeats you. He's open. In this card, he's open to the next phase of life. He's open to, okay, this happened. I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to be completely, like, I'm in this card, this person's dead, obviously. So they're accepting the next phase of life, like going on to the afterlife or wherever he's going. So it's you, but for you, since you're not dead, it's basically you accepting this situation and not being defeated by it, not being like, this is it, I'm over with, like nothing's going to be good anymore. Like you can overcome this. So don't allow this person back into your life to try to make it harder for you to be able to do that, you know, because it will become harder if they keep doing this. And that's what I kind of feel like with the lovers here. It's like they're going to come back around and they're going to try to, you know, manifest this again, especially with this here. It's like, this is not, I feel like it's not done just because this is, you know, obviously someone feels like there is some potential here emotionally, which is scary because it's like, I mean, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, yeah, sometimes people change, but we're not seeing that here. We're just seeing somebody who's trying to come back in and kind of forge this connection again. I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. And I feel like this is you, you know, I feel like this is you who feels like there is the potential to have a fulfilling connection here. And I just don't see that. I just think that it's not worth your time. I don't think you should even waste your time with this whole thing. You know, somebody who's going to do this to you. It's like, really, no. You know what I mean? Like, don't even allow. I just feel like that's going to be all bad. I mean, I don't buy it from them trying to be like, it doesn't even say they're saying sorry. It just says they're coming back. And then it's like this overwhelming thing that you want to give another try. And I just don't think you should do that. But that's just my opinion. You know, you're going to do what you're going to do. But the main message here is that, yeah, I feel like he's going to come back around and try to kind of like forge a connection here, act like you guys are still lovers, even though he did this. And so, yeah, you know, do with that what you will. Obviously, you're going to anyway, but I'm just saying it's just right. Yeah, I'm not finished. Let's see. Totally didn't even answer your question, did I? I'll do that sometimes. Let's see what his feelings are for you right now. I'm not going to go ahead and assume what his feelings are. This kind of a person. Let's just see what it's saying. Tell us what we need to know about his feelings currently right now for her. Like right now, today. Who knows when he's going to come back around? It doesn't matter. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter. We need to know what he feels right now today. What phase is he in? Is he thinking about coming back now, or is he not? Or is he still blaming her and, you know, hating her for no reason, or whatever the reasons he has are? I mean, what is he feeling about her currently? Today, right now. What is he feeling about her? Okay. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, with the Nine of Cups here, it's kind of like he feels like definitely, you know, he's going to try to get what he can out of it. And he feels like he still can get a lot out of it, which is kind of why the Lovers was there again, right? Because it's like he's going to come back in and think that like he could just do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he just thinks he has it like that. And he's able to like forge his connection again, even though he's done this. It's like he just, like, who would even have the balls to try to do something like that? It's like he just thinks that it's going to work, you know? And he thinks he can get something out of it. The Nine of Cups here, it's like he has 9 cups filled to the brim. You know, we can see in this card he's not really thinking about sharing. So it's like he looks at it as in he can get what he needs out of it and wants a little bit of what he wants too, right? It's like this guy's got what he needs, and he's probably got a little bit of what he wants too. 9 cups filled to the brim, no one else around to share it with, and he's satisfied with that. You know, he doesn't see any reason to. He'd probably even take more if he offered it. You know what I mean in this card? So it's like he's kind of greedy, you know, and he's kind of just trying to get what he can get out of it. And that's the energy I get with this. Also, though, Queen of Pentacles could be Earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But also with the Six of Swords, it's like this stability here, somebody's walking away from it. But that's the thing. They feel like at any time if they wanted to, they can come back and get what they need out of it. So I feel like, again, it's like something where they just know it's there. So don't allow that to be the case. Like, change it up. For this person, this is the way they do their, you know, relationships or business with people. Here's the thing. Change that, you know. When they come back around, try to get what they can get out of you and try to, you know, just come back in and try to, you know, say whatever they need to say and then just kind of take and get whatever they need. Just change it up and don't be that person who allows that. You know what I mean? Show them real quick, like, oh, you thought that, no, like, you hurt me. No, like, I don't want you around. I don't want you around. Like, I don't want you, you know? That's gonna fucking definitely not what they expect, okay? But yeah, so I just feel like this is a situation where they're walking away from this, you know, somewhat stable energy here. Someone who has their shit together, someone who is stable, and at least before this, you know, before they did all this, it's like you felt that way. You had your shit together. That's why they went for it, you know, because they knew it was something that they could depend on. But don't be that person who they can depend on and keep hurting and keep not being dependable themselves. You know, it's the person's just trying to get something out of it, you know. Don't be that person. I hope that you don't allow them to come in and just try to get what they want out of you, because that's what I feel like they're going to try to do here. So how do they feel about you? They feel that you are that you're easily able to do that, you know, that they could just use you, basically, that they could just kind of come in and just get what they need. Like, you're that person they can depend on, but they don't plan on being that person, you know, for anyone, but for you either, you know. And I hate to say that, but really, like, I'm just saying it because that's what I see, and I just don't want you to hopefully you see your own worth and that you don't feel like you need to allow that, you know. Screw that person. Secrets. You guys, you should check out Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch. She has her own channel too. She's a tarot reader. Check her out. She's really a great reader. She's awesome. You guys won't regret going and subscribing. Go and spread that love. Spread that love to her channel. Oh, right on. I'm glad. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know that. That's cool. It's good. Doing something right, I guess. No, but you're like, yeah, I was not ready to do that. That test. But yeah, go check her out, you guys. She's got her own channel. She's a tarot reader as well. Spread that love. Show her some love. Go check her out. Okay. Are we adding to the list now? Or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're on. So, okay, if you're here now and you want a reading, I'm just going to disregard this other list because I just want to make sure we have, you know, people will come and go. So just let me know if you're here right now and you want a reading still, just say, hey, and I'll do this list for you. I'll get you guys on this list because I don't want to add everybody because then it'll be like 20 people and half probably aren't here anymore. So we'll spin the wheel and then people won't be here. So it's like, we don't want to waste time doing that. You know, that'd be okay. So the thing is, like, he sees you as a person who will, it's like he sees you as, it's kind of like you are the stable energy. Okay, Bad B. It's like you're the stable energy that he knows he can go to. He knows that you are going to try to get your shit together in life, so he can go to you and get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're a person that will be able to come back up and, you know, be okay. And he's probably not ever really stable himself, so he has to go around and kind of like depend on people for their stability, kind of suck the energy out of that, or suck the kind of stability, you know, out of them to feel stable themselves. So it's like he sees you as, it's really kind of almost like you're not even a person, you know, no offense, but it's like for them, they're not respecting you, you know, they're not respecting that you're your own person who has feelings and doesn't deserve to be treated that way, you know. So it's like they're seeing you as someone that they can use, and that's, I mean, I hate to say that because that's so fucked up, but I mean, just don't give them another chance, really. That's, you know, don't think that they're like this really great person who just, you know, made a mistake, because yeah, they fucking did. And let them know, you know, if they don't know that already. Because you're the only, like, I feel like that would be something if you just told them, like, yeah, no, I really don't want you around. Like, I'm good, you know? Like, I'm fine. I don't need that. You're gonna be like, what? What do you don't want me? It would just be hilarious, I think, if you did that. They'd really be confused on that one. Because, like I said, they're expecting to be able to just come back in and kind of, like, get what they need out of you. And that's, mm-mm. Of course, Bad Bee, of course. Thank you. Thanks for your question. And sorry it's kind of negative, but I mean, I'm just not that reader that's going to tell you all, butterflies and rainbows. And for some reason, the cards always, a lot of times things are not really all that fucking positive. No offense. I mean, like, sorry to say that, but it's like, for some reason, they always want me to fucking have to break it to people about some shit. And it's like, I mean, there's probably a reason for that, probably because I get it. I don't know, but I'm like, yeah, I wish the readings could be a little more positive sometimes for people, but it's just like sometimes you just need to know that things are not what they seem, or things are, you can do better, or just things like that, kind of themes like that. So let's see. Like, I'm always trying to make sure that people know that they can, they can live a life that they want to live, like they can feel empowered and not have to be controlled by like it's your life, basically. You need to have that freedom. So hopefully, maybe that's why I'm always getting readings like that for people. I don't know. Okay, secrets, supernatural, hollow scream. It's kind of creepy. Blah. Oh shit. Okay. Let me check this out. Let me check that out really quick. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got everybody on this list, but let's check out this donation. We'll see, just make sure, and then we'll get started on that. Okay, so just give me 1 second, please. Okay. 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 All right, yes, I do see it. Okay, perfect. So go ahead and post your question. Rid, I got you. Because I know I saw you last time. I didn't add you. So I'm glad you came back and said, hey, don't forget about me. Okay. Yeah, Hollow Scream 111, you are definitely added. You're definitely on this list. So I'm going to just read off the list really quick so you guys know you're on it. And then I'm going to get to this donation reading, and then we'll go back to the list if no one else donates. But okay, so if you're, this is what I have for the list for the wheel. It's Lynn, Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch, Supernatural, Hollow Scream 111, Sakina U, Barbie B4, Barbie, you know who you are. Sanchita, Patricia Medina, Sanch, Jade's Cloud, Blah, and Riddy. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but probably not. Tends to not really show up too easily. So that's why I read it out. So if you're not on the list, let me know, and I'll get you on that list before we start the next spin, okay? So let's go to Bad B. Let's see. What's the future holding for my connection with my crush? Thanks. Okay, let's check this out really quick. And thank you, by the way, for the donation again. Thank you. Let's check this out for you, okay? What is the future holding for you and your connection with your crush? Let's see what this is going on. What's going to happen here in the future as we close out this year, you know, as we close out this year and next year. What do we see energy-wise with these two? What's coming together for the rest of this year and next year? Okay. I get a Libra energy. If it's not, then it's just talking here about basically you know, their fairness, or I don't know. I feel like the need for fairness is what I need to say rather than just fairness and balance. It's kind of like this is, you know, something you should shoot for. Maybe there isn't so much of this, or maybe something about your past, there isn't much of it. I feel like instead of saying that it's going to be balanced, it's saying that basically this is what you need to kind of try to make happen, you know, and try to shoot for. So let's see. What else do we get energy-wise between these two happening? Maybe it's, you know, it's an equal give and take, or there's this balance that's needed here. Maybe there already is this balance, but I just feel like that's something you need to shoot for sure. Like try to manifest, try to just, you know, encourage between the two, like no power trips and no looking at somebody, you know, as if you're better or as if they're lower, you know, not expecting, just kind of having that equal energy between the two. Okay, what else here between these two? Okay, there's definitely fear on, you know, I would say probably both sides. And that could be because of past situations. That could be because of, you know, whether or not you guys have a past, it's still, it could be from your guys' past, but it could also, if this isn't like, if this is like a somewhat new connection, it could be, but we're talking about this year and next year. So if you guys are going to have something going on here, it's like, it could definitely be because of your guys' you know, situation with each other and your experience with each other. It could be why there's fear, because maybe something happened. I do feel like it has to do with communication too. So it's likely that you guys will not be able to really be the most open while you're communicating. You know, it's like to have that, it's kind of like instead of the sword here, imagine a microphone. Like somebody having that mic and being able to like speak their part of it and, you know, what they feel, and then allowing the other person to do that, right? Because it's like both sides, you got to be, you know, give and take here, balance. So, but I feel like that's going to be kind of restricted a bit because somebody, or both probably, most likely both, have fear, you know, lack of trust. They feel like something bad's going to happen. But in this card here, the Nine of Wands, it's not like they're paranoid. Like something has happened to them. You see this bandage on their head here? Something has happened to them in the past that they have been hurt. And so now they're just hyper vigilant. They're just ready for it. They're trying to prepare. It's not like if it will happen. It's like when. When is something bad going to happen in this connection? Because they just feel like it will. And it's not even like they feel like it will. In this card, the energy is like they know it's going to happen. They're already ready for something bad to happen. So it is a bit negative, but I mean, I don't really think they can control that, you know? And like I said, it's something that could be because of your guys' past together. Maybe you guys hurt each other, or, you know, there was some reason to have a lack of trust between each other. And it could have been before you even got together, before you even met. You know, it could just be something they're bringing from a different connection. But it isn't like it doesn't make sense. I mean, for them, they've been through something that they feel like something bad's going to happen now because they've been through some shit. So it's the lack of openness, and it's the lack of, you know, being able to say how you really feel and be completely transparent with each other. So that's the thing that, like, that's going to cause, obviously, a lack of balance because you guys aren't really being straight up with each other. You don't know how the other feels. You're going to try to read each other's minds and all of that. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? That's kind of difficult. It adds a level of restriction, and it adds a level of, you know, like there's not much clarity when it comes to how you guys feel and being open about that. You just don't really know because you're not able to be open with each other on that. So let's see anything else here. So we do see a bit of, it's kind of hard to be yourself completely in the connection. It's kind of hard to really know who the person is and what they're feeling all the time because they're definitely not being very straightforward about that. It's just they don't feel like they can. They don't feel like they trust it. Or maybe they feel like you'll leave them, or maybe that's how you feel about them. Like they'll leave you. You just kind of want to like not cause any rift. again, with the Libra card here, you know, that's kind of their energy, is they just kind of want things to be cooperative. They don't want to cause a rift, you know, they don't want to cause a fight, you know, so it's kind of like that whole energy of like, I'm not gonna be confrontational, even if, you know, it's, I need to confront something. It's like, I don't want to start a fight, so I'm just not going to do that. So it's a bit restricted here, and obviously that can cause problems later. Maybe we'll be able to work it out. Let's see. That's the vibe we're getting already. Okay, so communication's a bit, it's hard to really know exactly what they're feeling or what, you know, what to expect, because you don't really know how they're feeling. Of course, you might not even know that that's the case, because again, you guys aren't being open. So it's like, you might think that they're open, but they're not. And neither are you, I would say, completely, you know? Yeah, and there is a feeling of neglect here. Somebody could literally be left out in the cold or be neglected. And definitely that is probably part of the picture, right? Because if you guys are not able to say how you feel all the time openly, it's going to feel like there's a bit of lack of connection, or somebody's not like meeting somebody else's needs completely. But how can you when they don't know what your needs are? That's another thing I want you to see. That this balance thing really makes sense. It, you know, because it's like, it's not just that they're not meeting your needs or that you're not meeting their needs. It's like, on the other side of that, how do they know what your needs are? Or how do you know what their needs are? Because you're not communicating in a very open way. So really it takes two, you know, they can't just be magical. They have to know what you need in order to be able to fulfill that. So it's like same goes the other way. So, I mean, it's both you guys, you know, it's not just like they're being neglectful. It's like they don't really even know that that they're doing that, because you're not saying, hey, look, this is how I feel about this. Or it could be vice versa, you know, and it could very well be both. So just keep that in mind in this connection, that, you know, you guys have to be more open. It's, if you can't do that, there's going to be some issues, you know what I mean? And that's just obvious, but here's what those issues are. Here's what those issues are looking like. This is what I see playing out. So it seems like there will be some kind of connection between you guys, but it's going to be this thing that like needs balance. Like I said in the beginning, balance is what's needed here. It's not necessarily a given, right? It's needed, though. It's something you guys should strive for and look toward and try to make happen here. Try to keep thinking about that. It's very important here. Because it's probably a lack of it, you know, a bit. So let's see what else. Anything else we need to know here for this connection? Anything else we need to know? Okay, so definitely it is going to be something, I would say, romantic. And it's like, if not, there is support, you know, but usually this is romance. But you know, either way, it's somebody who's come in, excuse me, and they could be trying to come in and say like, they want to be that, you know, knight in shining armor, maybe like save you from something, or maybe make life a little better, you know. So it's just like, if that's, we can get into that whole conversation another time, but basically that's the whole energy here, is like, it's going to make things better. They want to come in and offer you something. I do feel like it's romantic. Again, in this connection, it's going to be really important to focus on the balance, because that keeps coming out here in many different ways. We see how this came out, you know. It's going to be the most important thing of this whole situation. I feel like it will be a connection, though. It's just that there could be a couple, you know, some rifts, some, you know, there's going to be a couple issues, you know, if you can't be completely open with each other. So try to do that. And if you can't do that, it's kind of like, why even bother, you know, because if you can't be honest with the person about how you feel, you're going to feel neglected. You're going to feel like your needs aren't met, because you're not saying what your needs are. You know, you're not able to tell them, I don't like this, or I like this, and can we do this, or can we not do this? You know, it's like, they're not going to know, and it's not going to be, you know, there's going to be things that you feel are neglecting. So, and same goes for them about you, you know? Okay. So it's 2:12 a.m. for me. Damn, it's 5 a.m. for you? Shoot. Yeah, it's pretty. For some reason, this is like a better time for me for whatever reason. So that's why I go on later. Yeah, and just be open, you know, be real about what you're feeling. You know, it's not just, it is honest, but it's like more like, don't be afraid to like say how you feel, you know, and what you need. Because a lot of people are, you know, you're not, it's not like, it's just, that's a thing that happens, but it's not good for connecting with a person to be like not saying how you feel, you know? It's like, that definitely causes problems. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple more people to this list. Just fun. It's not funny, but it's just like, you know, it's not like uncommon. It's just like, what I mean by that is like, you're not crazy. It's not like this is like unheard of. Like, you know, this happens. It's just that it's not really a good thing. So it's like, try to be more open. Yes. Lose. I mean, I'm not perfect. I have problems with that too. So it's like, this is a thing that happens to people that, and I could say from experience that it really is not a thing that helps bring you together. So, okay, so I'm gonna read the list off one more time because we got a couple more people here. So I'm just gonna make sure that you guys are all here. Okay, Lynn, Secrets, Supernatural, Hollow Scream 111, Sakina Yu, Barbie, Sanchita, Patricia Medina, Sanch, Jade's Cloud, Blah, Rid D, Pradeep R. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. Let me know. And Lose Love. Okay. Yeah, Lynn, I got you. Okay, so is there anybody that I missed? Speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm going to be spinning this wheel. So let me know if I didn't get you on there. I got you, Patricia. Okay. Sanj, I got you. Kritika, did I add you? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, yes, I got you, girl. Okay. So let's shuffle a little bit. It lets me shuffle the names, which is kind of cool. Oops. Okay. Patricia. Woo! Okay. Let's see. Patricia. Okay, go ahead and post your question, Patricia. And we'll get started on that, okay? Yeah. I'm like super pale, huh? It is so hot where I live, like it's not even funny. So, but whenever I go back home and see like my family and stuff, they're always like super tan. Like, I'm like super pale. Okay, I want to ask about work, but I changed my mind. What is coming for me in regards to love? Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's see. All right. Patricia wants to know what's coming to her in regards to love. What's coming in? What's coming in that's not there now? What's you know, what's new? Is there anything new or changing in her love life? Like, what do we see happening? What can we expect? What's the energy around her? What's going to be possible? What's going to be a possibility? Right? It's like I'm almost as white as this shirt. It's like, oh God. It's hilarious. Okay. So What is coming in regards to love? What's coming in? Okay, this card wants to come out. I think this card's for you. Oh, sweet. So basically, it's either a water sign person, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Again, it doesn't have to be a water sign for sure. It's just that this is the energy of a water sign, so it's very possible. Another thing that this card means is that, you know, it's a person who's supposed to be supportive, caring, maybe a little bit older. It's like, it's a man, it's a person, you know, a man. It doesn't have to be a man, right? It could be, you know, it's not gender, it's not, you know, it's gender neutral. But since we're here talking about the king, that's why I said man. Okay, but really it doesn't have to be a man. It's just this energy of a person who's very supportive. You know, it's a person who, it's not always like lovey-dovey, touchy-feely, like obvious, but you know that they care. It could even be caring from a distance, but it's just basically this over, I would say it's a very caring and genuine energy. Now, if we get the sword, or I'm sorry, if we get the death card, if we get the devil, if we get 10 of swords or something like that, maybe 7 of swords, then this whole thing kind of gets X'd out. For me, that's what I feel like. Because a lot of times with the King of Cups, you know, if we get a card like that after, I feel like maybe they were being fake about it. Let's just see what we get, though. I don't want to, like, I'm just letting you know that if that happens, I'm going to straight up take back what I just said. Because that's, I've had that happen a lot. So let's see what happens here. Give me the energy of this person. You're like, I don't want another water sign. Yeah. Okay, so a person that's caring, though, supportive. Right. I mean, that's at least what we're seeing now. That's the idea. Okay, 8 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so the energy basically overall is like, there is stability, like a person who has their shit together, maybe somebody you can lean on, maybe somebody that will help you to be able to have more stability. Here and this is also Pentacles, right? And this is the Queen. So it's possible, you know, we got a King and Queen here, but it's possible that we could have an Earth sign energy as well as the water. So water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Earth sign energy would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I was kind of thinking that too, like maybe it would be nice for you to have an earth sign because, you know, because you're like, I'm a Cancer, I don't want any more water kind of thing. I need, you know, I get that. I feel like fire might be a bit much and, you know, maybe you need that stability and that security from an earth sign possibly, but of course not all earth signs are that way, but I'm just saying that's kind of interesting how that came out like that. So, but basically if it's not an earth sign or a water sign, right? It's just the energy of this card is, you know, stability. And I would say this person has their shit together. They're probably, you know, when they come in, it will probably help you to do that too. Not saying they're going to do it for you, but it may be, maybe they'll encourage you, or maybe you'll be able to learn from them, or maybe they'll be able to give you some tips, some pointers, or maybe just being in their life is going to help you to become more stable too. You know, just because their energy around and you see the things they do and you just want to be like that, you know, it motivates you to be more stable yourself. But here, I feel like there's either they're going to be here for a short time and then have to go off and it's something that it was short-lived, but you learned from it, or it's going to be something where, because you are gaining from it, you know, it's not like this is just an empty connection. But so it could be short-lived. Maybe they'll have to kind of go off and, you know, more though, I feel like it's kind of, this is your energy, because I don't think that they need to do this. It seems like you would need more to do this. You know what I mean? Like you would kind of need to find yourself and go off into the world, go on this solo journey, because it is a solo journey. You know, he's going into the mountains and basically he's looking for this cup here that's missing. You know, he's got 8 cups filled to the brim here, but it's just like, it's not enough. It's not what he's looking for. It's just not what he really is looking for. It's just not right here. So he's going off and he's trying to find whatever that is. And I feel like that's kind of you know, and maybe it's both. Maybe he has to leave for some reason, or maybe, you know, for whatever reason, it just kind of, you guys separate for some reason. I don't really feel like it's something negative though, like to where you're getting fucked over or you're fucking them over. It seems more like it's just something that kind of like has to happen that way for whatever reason. We can look into that, but basically it could be both. It could be that when that happens, that's when you have to like find your, you know, meaning in life, without them, but it could just be that you have to find it anyway. Maybe you're the one who makes the separation or the distance. And, you know, maybe you don't do this, but this is something that should be done. This is kind of like the next phase of your life. I feel like that's something that's like important. Of course, we have free will, so you could totally like not do anything this says, but it's just that seems like that's a good idea, because it seems like you're still missing that cup there. And that cup is like, you know, meaning and fulfill purpose, you know, like what is your purpose? And it's going to be different for everyone because we're individuals. So it's not like they can say what it is for you. It's not like you're going to get it from them. That's why it's a solo journey, because you need to go and find out what it is, you know, because even with this person in your life, even with their support and even with their stability, helping you to be more stable, you still are faced with this. You still need to go and figure out what you find meaningful and what your purpose of life is, you know, what is valuable to you, like finding out like something no one can take from you, something no one can give to you. It's something you're going to have to figure out. And so even with all of this great support and, you know, stability, it's still coming to this point where this is still something you need to address. And so, and I feel like you'll be able to do that, though. It seems like you'll have a lot of support around you. But again, don't let other people try to tell you what you need to do, because like really this is a solo thing. You're still gonna, it's still like you have, I would say like not a tower moment necessarily, but definitely needing to transform or grow here, like trying to find yourself still. Even if you have a really supportive and great person in your life, you still need to do this. Don't forget that, because they're not going to be, no one can do it for you. You know, it's important that you do that. That's going to be something that's, I feel like it's, I keep saying that because it's just a huge thing. It's like, you might feel like you got it all figured out, like things are perfect and great, but you still are going to feel a bit of that emptiness. You know, you're still going to have that little, what is it that I'm missing? You know, I'm missing something. And you need to figure what, maybe it's just your own independence and not having to need another person to feel okay. You know, you just need to figure out what it is, though. And we all need to do that. You know, we all are going to need to do that. Probably not more than once in life, you know, depending on like your life and the situation in your life, but you know, the circumstances. But it's like at some point we're all going to have to do that. So just know that, you know, it's going to be your time pretty soon here to like get serious about that. I feel like, even though this person's in your life and it's really great. So that kind of took a turn. I know you're asking about love, but I'm just being honest. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to let you know about that, because that's going to be an important part of it. You know, it's not just about them. It's also about you, because you're part of it, you know, so, but yeah, I feel like a very supportive and stable person coming in, which is great. They say if you have like an unhealthy attachment, one of the ways that you can get a more secure attachment or become more secure is by having a secure person in your life, if they want to fucking tolerate that for long enough. No, but seriously, I mean, it's a lot. But it seems like that's kind of what's happening there. Like that person is more secure and they're coming in and they're kind of, you know, you're kind of picking up on some of those things and being able to kind of, you know, incorporate them into your life. So that's good. Hopefully you're able to learn from them and be able to just be good without them too, you know, after this connection. So let's see. Because that's kind of what's going to need to happen, is you finding yourself with or without them, you know. Let's see, anything else we need to know about this connection here? Okay. Ooh. Woo. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, oh, pregnancy is possible, but I feel like you're going to be conflicted about it. So with the Empress, it doesn't always mean pregnancy, but it does a lot. So I'm just letting you know. If that's not even possible for you, obviously this is not pregnancy, but I'm just letting you know, because the Empress a lot of times does mean that. So it's just, you know, just be careful, just, you know, keep this in mind, because it could definitely happen. And, you know, whatever you feel about it, if it's not even possible, whatever the case may be, it's a possibility. If it's not possible, then obviously it's not possible. We're not talking about that. It's not a miracle card. It's just saying that's a possibility. So if you already know, like that's can't even happen, then obviously we're not talking about that. So I'm just letting you know. And this also could mean it's just a new beginning. It's like the birth of something, you know, a new start, a fresh start, something being formed or something being created, like the beginning stages. You know, it's a new thing, a new beautiful thing too. And again, support around you, something to gain from it. Maybe it's getting a lot of attention, this situation. Maybe it's like people know about it and they're like, oh my God, you guys are so cute or something, you know, like to where people in your community are around you. Maybe there's somebody who's a bit jealous too. I mean, when you're doing things right, you're going to have haters. So just, you might have a couple of those, but mostly I feel like this is something where you're being supported and you're being uplifted by the people around you in your community, your friends, your family. It's like you have this good energy around you and people who are on your side. And so for whatever reason, though, if this isn't pregnancy, then, you know, of course, we're just talking about this new beginning. There's something that you're kind of weighing your options. Like, is this a good idea? Should I do this? Should I do that? So that's why I felt like if it was pregnancy, it's like you're conflicted about it. You don't know if it's a good idea or not. You're weighing your options. And a lot of that has to do with finances as well, because we're talking pentacles here. But if we're not talking about pregnancy, it's just, you know, it's the same thing. It's like you're weighing your options about something, but you do have that support you need. I would say resources as well. So if you feel like you need resources, like different, like, you know, say, for example, like a doctor, a therapist, whatever it is that you need, maybe somebody to, you know, I don't know, helping you with your business, like, and you have to hire them, you know, if there's different things that you're going to need, but you're going to be able to find those things and those people to help you with that. So there's definitely a lot of positivity with people around you. So that's good. Maybe this person brings people into your life that are able to help you with all of these things, you know, not like doing things for you, but just if you need help, you're able to find people to help you with that. You know, if you have to hire them or if it's just a friend, whatever it is, people are like willing to support what you're doing. And so obviously when we have that in our lives, it kind of feels like we can do anything almost, because it's like things are just working for us and people aren't trying to be resistant toward us. So it's easier to like get things done and feel like you can do that. But for some reason here, you're weighing your options about something. So let's see what this is about here, because obviously that's important. There's going to be a new start here, okay? So yeah, maybe you think that people around you aren't supportive, or maybe they're not right now. But that's what's going to be happening here. Maybe that's what the new beginning is here, though, too, is that it has to do with that, too, is that you're going to have this support around you. You know, and if you've been feeling like maybe it's been like a certain transit for you or something, and now it's going to change and be like more in your favor, seemingly. Like if it's Saturn or something, like, you know, there's certain transits that like we go through for years, you know? And so it's like, if that's changing for you, you should get your birth chart and check it out. Yeah, I'd really love to offer readings like that. I don't know enough about it yet. Like I'm still learning all of that with astrology. It's like, it's so much, you guys. It's a lot to learn. And so I'm still trying to figure out how exactly to do that, you know, and learn all the info I need to do readings, but I would love to do that. Like that seems like that's what's happening for you, because it's like this is a new beginning. So it's probably that one of your planets is transiting to a different, you know, it's having different aspect. It's you know, aspecting with a different planet and it's having a different effect, you know. So now you're able to like see these changes. This is something new. People more are kind of like in your life and supportive. It doesn't feel so much like you're resistant or people are resistant to what you're trying to do. But the thing here is too, maybe the reason you're kind of weighing your options is because you don't like trust it, or you're like, I don't even know like if this is a good idea. Should I trust this person? Probably because you've had like a lot of resistance in the past few years. Let's see, what's the Two of Pentacles here for? Yeah, exactly. Because look at this. Okay, so it's showing that basically you're thinking about all of the things that have come to this point. Like this card here, the Three of Wands. It's like he's thinking about how everything has been up until where he's at now. Like this point here, this point now, when you have all this support and shit, you're like, how did I, like everything that's come up to this point, like, I don't know, like, should I trust this? Because I feel like you've been kind of in this position a lot, to where you were neglected or left out, or kind of like people just pushed it to the side or just didn't like really take it seriously. You felt kind of like you were left out, or like just not paid attention to, maybe neglected, or just kind of like not taken seriously. So it's like you're kind of like, I feel like you're not trusting it so much. You're kind of like, is this real? You know, like, should I really trust this? Is this gonna, you know, because I've been doing things on my own for a while, because it's like people haven't really been about trying to help me, or people haven't really been about what I'm about. You know, they've kind of seemingly been unsupportive or just not supportive to where I would need to where I feel comfortable, you know, around them. And like they're gonna be able to help me further my goals. So basically, now that's changing, and that's kind of what I'm feeling here, is that you're feeling more from your community, people around you, resources. Maybe this new person brings these people in, but it's kind of like hard for you to trust it. And I feel like you're weighing your options. Don't fuck that up for yourself. Just saying, like, if people around you want to be supportive, of course have caution and don't just trust everybody. But I mean, like, you know, don't just tell everybody to fuck off because you don't, you know, like, try to let some people in and try to like get what you can. If somebody wants to offer you some kind of like help, or not necessarily like you need to always take it, but it's like learn from these people if they have something to offer, you know? Like, don't just be so ready to shut everybody out, because sometimes we can learn a lot from people. Sometimes people have a lot to show us, or we can learn from it, and we don't even realize that, you know? Some people don't even want to ever accept help, and it's like they're kind of limiting themselves, you know? You can't do everything on your own. Other people are here for a reason, you know, to kind of maybe a word of advice, even just anything. You know, you don't have to do everything by yourself. Said you're so right. You were very right. Good. Okay. So let's see here. Did somebody say they donated? Oh, okay. Got you. I was like, I think I saw that. Let's see really quick. Okay. Okay. So yes, I do see that. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and post your question, Bad Bee, and thank you, by the way. I do appreciate your donations. 3 tonight. Jesus. You're like, I got some questions. So let's get those answered for you. Go ahead and post for me and we'll get started, okay? And thanks, Patricia. Thank you for your question. Good luck with that too, by the way. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. It's hot in here, so I'm like, whew. It's like a blanket sometimes, you know? But of course, in the cold weather, it doesn't do anything for me. It's like not a blanket then, only when it's really hot, so it's awesome. Okay, what kind of person does XYM think I am? Okay. I feel like I can already answer this for you, but let's get a little more detail on that for you, since it's not, you know, very clear, obviously. Like, I can see it in my mind, but if I could, like, maybe we need to kind of explain it further. So cards, help me to explain it further. Help me to really kind of get down to the detail of what this person feels about her, if you can show us that. Sometime, what I feel like is going to happen, which, of course, we don't know yet, but what I feel like is going to happen is, it's going to tell me certain things that, like, or the cards are going to bring about certain things that are like, it's going to try to touch on different aspects. Like, because this is kind of a repeated question, like, it's not, I know you don't understand really, and that's why you asked me, you just want to know exactly like what they feel about you. But because I feel like that's been addressed, and like I've kind of tried to explain it, like, but because you don't understand, we're going to try to look at that. But the thing is, like, it's probably going to mention other things that that's just how it works sometimes. Like, I just feel like it's probably going to try to say things that you need to keep in mind, or things that you need to really know that are more important, as well as how they feel, like hopefully more detail about that. But it's just because I feel like there's just different things that you need to think about that you're not realizing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to explain right now, but you'll see. Let's see. I'll definitely try to, we'll touch on that though. Give me some details here. They need to understand how this person sees them. So give me some details on that. Let's explain this further. Help me to be the messenger. Help me to show them, or explain to them, what you need them to know about this connection with this person and how they see them. How they see them as a person. Okay. So kind of like I said, this is something it's kind of like no more denying it. This is in the light now. It probably even right now, I would say, since you're still asking about this, like with the vibe that I'm getting from this, you shouldn't even care. And I'm not saying like you're wrong for caring. You care. There's nothing anyone could do about that. That's just how you feel. And I'm not trying to shame you for that. But I'm saying this is something that has to be brought out into the light because it's in the dark right now. Like you're not, like, it's just either you're in denial, and I'm not trying to be like rude saying that. I'm just saying, like, straight up, like either you're in denial about it, or it's just something that you can't see it because it's in the dark, right? It's just not clear to you. It's just not something that's like you understand very well, which makes sense, really. It really does, because this person isn't about telling you how it is. They're just gonna leave and have you think whatever whatever you think. They don't, they're gone. They don't. Anyway, so you're confused, but here it is. It's like the sun. It's going to be brought into the light now. Something you have to kind of realize, something that you can't really deny anymore. It's out in the light. It's out in the open. You can't not see it. You know what I mean? So hopefully I'm able to kind of relay this to you in a way that's going to help you to see that. And if it's not me right now, because it probably won't be, because if you can't just understand in one day. It's going to take some time for you to really see it and believe it even, and understand it for what it is, for how they see it, because you just don't think people could be that way towards other people. But here it is, and it's hard to accept certain things like that, but here it is. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because Jenna isn't here right now because I went on super late. Actually, I think it's the same time for her as it is for you right now, but she has school and everything, so I'm not, that's on me. That's my bad that I started late, and don't let her know. It's not her fault or anything. But yeah, if you want to help out, I'm definitely helps. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. Anything that she needs to know about this? How does this person feel about her? Sorry, I'm kind of dragging this out. I just feel like it's important to like explain certain things. So hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. So let's see if we can connect. How does this person feel about her? Please help me to be the messenger. He said I just need to know about his point of view about my personality. Right. No, I got you. I understand what you're saying. I'm all getting deep, like, but it matters. But okay, so let's see. It's gonna be something you learn on your own time. I get it. So she just wants to know how he feels about her, how he sees her. What does he think about her? What does he think the type of person she is? What does he think about her? How does he view her as a person? Oops. Okay. Kind of like I said before, all right, so kind of like I said before, interestingly enough, this, in a way, you do have this strength about you, and they know that. Like I said before, you know how I said, like, they see you being okay. They see you being able to pick back up, and you're going to eventually be okay. You're going to eventually, like, not be. You're going to make sure that you are okay and stable. Like, you're not going to let this defeat you. So they still feel like they know that they're going to be able to come back, or they think they can come back, whatever. And this is what their view is. Not saying it will happen, like you'll allow them. Maybe you will. I don't know. That's on you. That's your free will. But this is what they think, is that they're going to be able to do that. And that's because you aren't going to be defeated. Like, you'll be able to move forward, and you'll be able to take responsibility, and you'll be able to make something of yourself. Like, you're not just going to be like nothing, or let this completely make you go downhill. So you have that strength about you. But it's like, and that's obviously, they need that, because they need somebody to go and leech up, you know, they need somebody who's stable, because they can't get anything from you if you don't have anything to offer. So they know that, like, you know, they chose you for a reason, obviously. If you feel like you're not good enough, it's like they obviously saw you as good enough at one point, right? So don't think that like you're not. I mean, and fuck what they think, but I'm just saying, since you're asking. Because it's like they aren't enough. Anyway, so we have Sagittarius and Cancer energy here, just throwing that in there just because it's here. Doesn't mean anyone are those signs, but it's just here, so I'm letting you know. So first of all, though, we get this sadness, you know, this kind of like, and I feel like they kind of see you as a person who is, you know, you're kind of maybe not happy with life in certain aspects, and you know, they want to put themselves in that position anyway, but I feel like they want to come in and kind of like bring you light. Like, they kind of feel like you need a pick-me-up, you know what I mean? Like, you need positivity, you need something that's like, or you would appreciate, not need, but you would appreciate. Maybe they look at it like you need, but I mean, of course you'd still be alive, but it's like they kind of see that like you're needing that light, you know, you're needing that kind of like balance, or, you know, and I feel like somebody to come in and kind of offer that to you, like be that like force that you're kind of missing, or kind of like would need to balance this out, this sadness. So they see you as kind of like you're not really happy with everything, and like you kind of are missing this light, or somebody could give you that, like they could like, you know, be that for a second. And then this is all about moving forward and taking action. And even on top of that, you know, the stability thing, the taking responsibility. So it's like, even though like they almost feel like you can't provide yourself this light, you know, so this is what's needed. And maybe that's where they come in, you know. But this here, it's like, no matter what happens, like you're still going to be able to move forward and take responsibility. But that's another thing, is that you will take responsibility for things that probably aren't your responsibility. Even though the Queen of Swords is about like having like a responsible person, also, I always think of it like her hand is out. So it's like she wants you to take responsibility. Like you want him, you know, she wants the other person to kind of like, hello, what do you have to say for yourself? You know, take responsibility. But in this situation, it seems like they see it as like, and you will take responsibility. And that's a mature trait on your part. But because you'll do that, you'll probably do that and blame yourself for certain things that aren't your fault, and take responsibility for things that really aren't your responsibility. Like, and that just only helps them more, because then they don't have to take it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they see you as like, fuck, I wish I could explain it better. It's just, you know, they just see it as like, it's kind of like you're the perfect person to, you'll take responsibility. You said it's the opposite. It's really the opposite. What do you mean? Which part? I'm just curious. So I can kind of see if we can look into that. It's the opposite. Okay, explain to me which part. The light part, the part where like the positivity, or the part taking responsibility thing. I am happy he has depression and in the dark energy. Ooh, okay. Oh, you said you're happy. Okay. Well, you're just asking how he sees you. So I mean, I'm not saying you're any of these things. It's just how he views it, you know? So yeah, it might not even be the case that you are that way. It's just, you know, this is his view. In my perspective of these cards, this is what his view is. So of course you may disagree with that, because of course this person is not you, you know? But also it's not really like they're good for you. So their view of you may not be accurate, you know? And that's a good thing, because you don't want to be this person he's describing. But either way, you know, I think that that makes sense that you would disagree with how he sees you, because it's like, fuck that. You're not this weak person who needs somebody else to give you light. That's just how he sees it, you know? And that's probably like his own way of, you know, boosting his own ego. Like, yeah, I could be that light for you. I'm gonna like make you feel like I'm important in your life because you need it so much. And you're like, no, I don't need it. Thank you. So good. I'm glad that's how you feel about it too, because really that's how you're not going to allow it back into your life. If you did feel that way, that's another thing. But if you don't, that's even better for you. So that if they, when they try to come back around, you're just like, really, dude, you thought that I would allow that? No, I don't need your energy. Like, you're not light, you're dark. That is how I show him as well. I'm happy he has depression. Yeah. Right on. Well, good. Seems like you're pretty strong. Hopefully that really is the case. And, you know, when it's in your face, you're able to, you know, because who knows? Sometimes people have a way with words and all of that. But yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you're in that energy. I'm glad you're able to, you know, be stronger than that, than a lot of people in a similar situation. So let's see here. Right on. Well, I'm good. I'm glad with that. I'm glad with that. I'm happy about that, to hear you say that. It's really not resonating because I show light and happiness to him. Yeah, well, it's not, okay, so it's not really like even if you're showing happiness to him, it's kind of like he doesn't, it's not really about like what, it's kind of saying that he sees you as a person that he can get in with. Like, I don't get what you're not seeing, but like, I'm trying to explain it to you. Like, see, that's the thing. I feel like you don't see him realistically, you know, because that's why the sun's there, because it's like at some point you're going to have to see it for what it is. But like, I feel like you don't understand his dynamic in the situation. Like, who he is and how he sees people in general is not the same as how like you and I see people. Like, it's like he feels like he can just maneuver his way in because you're such a sad person who needs his light, which really isn't light, right? But that's how he sees it. It's like he feels like you really kind of like need him or something, which is why he could come in, use you, and then leave and be able to do it again, is what he thinks. But hopefully that's not really the case. And obviously you're like not seeing it that way. So it's like, it's hard to even understand, but one of these days, hopefully. And wow, no, for you to be able to say that though is kind of like, a lot of people don't even know that. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be believing that they're the one who's like in the down position, in like the sad position. But if you already know that, then it's kind of like you're already one step ahead, you know? But this is just how they're seeing you. So it's like, if you already know that that's not the case, if you already know you're better than that, then good, you know? Right on. You're one step ahead of the game. A lot of people aren't in that position, you know, when things like that happen. They feel like it's their fault and all of that. Okay, well, one of these days, you know, one of these days. They're never going to tell you that directly, by the way, but one of these days, maybe it will be more clear about what they're what they really are about, and how they view people in general is not the same as how we do. Okay, so again, we're going to do this list. I think I'm going to restart the list again because I see some new people here. Just let me know if you guys are here still and if you still want a reading, because I'm going to do this list again. Sorry about that. That's how they feel. That's what I'm getting. So, I mean, you might get something different from someone else, but you should definitely go in. I mean, it's never a good idea to like repeat the same question over and over and over and over. But like, if you feel like you need more clarity, there are other tarot readers out there. Like Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch is one of them. No, but there's plenty of tarot readers on YouTube that may be able to help you understand more what I'm trying to say. Maybe they have a different way of saying it. But as of right now, that's just what I get, you know? I'm sorry about that. To me, it's very like clear. I don't know how else to say it. The thing that I'm thinking, like, I don't want to just say like you're wrong, like, you know, but it's just like, I feel like you don't see it that way yourself. So it's like, you feel like that's not the way it is. But that's what I mean. Like, we're asking about how someone else feels. So it's like, that's what I'm getting. Maybe somebody else will get something different or be able to explain it different. But really, like, that's what I'm getting. So, I mean, I don't really know how else to explain that. But, you know, again, they're probably never going to say that to you in those words. Like, I just feel like I can use you and you just need me so much, you know. But at some point, you're probably going to see what I'm talking about. But maybe not, you know, it just, maybe not. You may not. But yeah, that's what I have to say. Sorry about that. Hi, Lynn. Okay, so Lynn. Tulips. Virgo girl. Mo. Haha. Okay. Sunbla. Gafor. Sanchita. Hollow Scream, 111. Yeah, you know, Lynn, Secrets was saying that as well. I don't think she's here right now, but if you know, I mean, really what I'm doing tonight is getting this list of people on this wheel. So, I mean, but for donations, yeah, definitely, like, if I don't see them, keep track of them for me. That'd be cool. I'd love that. I'd appreciate that. That would be helpful for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely if you don't, if you would like to do that, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Lynn, Tulips, Virgo Girl, Mo, Sunbla, Sanchita, Barbie, Hollow. Did I get Supernatural? Supernatural. Critica. I feel like there's other people because I don't think this is 13. Yeah, this is definitely not 13 people, but maybe more will come on. If you guys want a reading, let me know in the chat. Just say here. So far I have Lynn, Tulips, Virgo Girl, Mo, haha, Sunbla, Gafour, Sanchita, Barbie, Hollow Scream 111, Supernatural, and Critica. So if I did not get you, go ahead and let me know. Sanch, thank you. Because I know there's more that's not 12 people. So I'm just, you know, get on this list. Make sure you guys subscribe and like, okay? Okay. So let me get this going for you guys. Thanks for being here, by the way. Okay, let's see if we can get some new people reading here. Virgo Girl, no. Haha. Sunblock. It goes sunblock. Sunblock. Gafor. Sanchita. Barbie. Hollow Scream 111. Supernatural. Okay, so this is all for now. It's 11. Okay. And we have 11 here. Okay. Shuffle a little bit. Abby, I'll add you as well. Okay. Oh, Pradeep. R. Okay. Got you guys too. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit. Oops. There you go. Chicky Chicky. Or Cheeky Cheeky. Hey, you guys, what's going on? I see some new faces. Well, not new faces, but new names. Okay, gonna shuffle a bit and then we'll start here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle 8 times. And then, all right, ready? Abby or Abby. Woo! Okay. So, do you have a question? Hi, Ashley. I'm gonna add you to this list as well. And I just spun the wheel and someone was chosen. But for the next one, you'll be on that list. Okay, so just stick around. And you are on the list, so no worries about that. You are on the list. So let's see. Abby, what did you want to know? Let us know your question. Okay. No contact with my partner Kay. What's her current thoughts? Okay. Let's see. Wants to know what Kay's current thoughts are. And okay, so just so I know, so I can say he, she, whatever, like I can, speak more instead of saying like he, she. It seems like not personal. So I'm just going to ask you this, not because I'm trying to have you give up anything, just because I want to be able to be more comfortably speaking to you about this. So are you male or female, and the person male or female that you're with? Because then I'll be able to say he, she, he, whatever it is. He, she. It's just easier to kind of communicate that way. You know what I mean? And I don't want to assume, because I've been wrong before, of course. So I'm just going to ask you what is this going on? Oops. Okay. Ah! Damn. Okay. K is she. Okay. Okay, so that means you're he is what you're saying, or you're she, or you're, because I don't want to assume, like it could be either one, and I don't know. So that's just why I'm asking. But since you're saying it like that, I feel like what you're saying is that you're a he, right? Okay. So what is Kay feeling? Thank you for clarifying. Okay. So what are her current thoughts and feelings regarding the situation with Abby here, Abby? Again, my vowels are all screwed up, so if I say your name wrong, it probably has to do with the vowels, and I apologize. But, let me know. So, okay, so what are her current thoughts regarding the situation, the separation between you, no contact? What are her current thoughts regarding the situation for you guys? What are her current thoughts here about you regarding your situation? Okay, so, I would say that they want, their current thoughts either are that they would like this to be a thing. Like they'd like to be able to collaborate with you more. Like maybe there's a lack of that, but more so the first thing I thought was like they're ready to like cooperate and communicate and collaborate. Like they want to work with you on something. Like they don't want to, they're not just like closed off to the idea of working it out. The way that they want to approach it is more collaborative. So maybe there's a lack of that. But to me, it feels more like that's just their energy. Like that's what they feel. Like they're not just like hating you, you know? And the Six of Cups, again, past life connection, whether or not you believe in that, basically the idea is that it's something that could be karmic. It could be happening for a reason. Like you're going to learn from it, grow from it. Like it's not just kind of a subtle, it's not just like a short connection that means nothing. You know, it's going to have an impact and there's a reason that's deeper for that. And it's just a very like past nostalgic feeling. It could be that this person feels very familiar to you. If you don't have much of a past together, then it's just something that feels familiar. Maybe your mother kind of is that way in certain aspects, so it feels familiar or something to that, you know, extent. But let's see. Basically, they're just, you know, they're ready to collaborate and cooperate about this. I would say that they're ready to work things out. Let's see what else. Oh, the Fool. So yeah, I mean, really, they just want to kind of forget about, they want to kind of like start anew and not be worried about the past. Like the Fool here, especially, it's not in the first position. So it's like, it's not just saying an exciting, adventurous new thing. But I mean, it could be touching on the fact too that they want to break free of this, but more, I feel like what they want to break free of is like worries and problems that you guys have had in the past. Because basically here it's showing that, you know, he's not really caring. See, his dog there is like, you're going to jump off this cliff, dude. What are you doing? Hello. And he's just like, la da, you know, I don't even care. I don't even know that there's a cliff there. No worries, you know. He doesn't know. This is the first card in the deck. He doesn't know that there's anything out there to be worried about. So in this type of energy, I feel like what it's saying is basically, is it buffering right now? That would suck. Oh my God. That happens sometimes. Are there a lot of people live right now? Sometimes that happens. And I really don't know why. It just, you know, I have no control over it because I know my connection's good here. So it could just be YouTube. Literally, that happens. So it's fine. Okay, good. Thank God. Because when that happens, sometimes I just have to like end the thing and I don't want to have to do that. So good. So basically here though, the energy here is that they don't want to have to worry about all of the stuff that's going on, like that has happened. They kind of just want to start new and fresh and they don't want to have to like worry about all this stuff, you know, that you guys have been dealing with. Like in a way it's kind of unrealistic because you will have to address these things, but their energy towards you is like, I feel like they're ready to kind of just forget about everything and move forward with you. Like they're ready to cooperate. They don't want to, they don't want to have all this communication about this and start and have more arguments. You know, they don't want to keep with this energy. They want to just kind of like forget about it and move forward with you. So I don't think it's like I think that there's a chance for you guys to make it work if that's what you want, you know, because we do have free will. You have to allow that in order for it to actually happen. But their feelings, I feel like they're kind of, or their current thoughts are like, they're ready to kind of, the thing though is it's a bit unrealistic because you will probably have to address these things at some point. And if not, maybe it might come out later. Maybe not. Maybe you guys will be able to do that, you know, but it's just like, that doesn't, to me, it seems unrealistic that would be able to just happen. But of course, you know, anything's possible. They definitely want to be able to just not worry about the problems anymore. They just kind of want to forget about it and like move forward with you. And they're ready to kind of just collaborate with you on that. When is communication going to happen with this? Is there going to be communication? What do we see happening in regards to communication about this situation? Oops. Okay. Well, 2 cards flew out for you. First of all, Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like, yes, there's definitely going to be, excuse me, communication coming soon. But the thing is about the Wheel of Fortune. We see these 4 characters in the background, right? What these represent, this is the star here. The star, you know, the lion, which is, okay, so the star is Aquarius, right? Aquarius. This one's Leo. This one's Scorpio, because the Phoenix. And this one is Taurus. Because all of these signs, all of those 4 signs are fixed signs. So it represents like, you know, there's something like it's either a season or there's just a moment of time where it's fixed, you know, so most likely a season. It's a period of time, you know, it's a length of time. So as you move around this wheel, as time goes on, and you know, because time never stops. So as time goes on and life moves forward around this wheel through the seasons, so basically it's saying one of these seasons. It's saying, you know, during one of these seasons, most likely that's going to happen during the season of, so Aquarius, that would be January to February. Leo would be July to August. Taurus would be April to May. And Scorpio would be October, November. So, Nine of Swords, though. So, maybe you feel, see the characters in the back of this card, how they're kind of pointing at her and they're kind of like, almost like making fun of her. So it's like there's something haunting this person, you know, because it's ghosts in this card. It's representing like ghosts, and this is her in her bed, kind of just like, you know, it's overwhelming and it's sad, and she feels like ridiculed. You know, it's kind of like, not saying she's literally being haunted, but it's kind of like it's her feeling about the situation. So it's like you feel, you or them, or maybe both, feel this like either guilt, maybe it's just sadness over the situation, maybe you feel like people are ridiculing you, you feel kind of like humiliated. It's just, but these are things that are kind of like in your head, you know, like it's not like literally someone's saying these things to you, but this is how you're feeling. And it's very, you know, it's keeping you up at night, possibly. If it's not keeping you up at night literally, then it's like something that weighs heavily on your mind throughout the day. So it's like, while you will have this chance for communication, I feel like that's the best thing, because it's going to need to happen at some point, because this is like, you need to talk about this and get through this. But the thing is, with the Fool there, they're not wanting to really talk about all those problems. So it's like, that's where you could see, like, how are you going to deal with this? This seems like this might be an issue that you're going to need to address. Like I said, because this is obviously weighing heavily on your mind. And now it's affecting you and how you see yourself, you know? So it's like, obviously this is something that's going to need to be addressed. But at least it's the Wheel of Fortune. You know, maybe that means there's going to be a good omen to the situation. Maybe that means there will be luck, right? You know, luck, supposedly Wheel of Fortune, right? The energy of it is like, maybe this will be a good thing. Maybe this will help smooth things over. Maybe it'll make it easier for you guys to communicate. But basically, it's going to need to happen because it's affecting you now and how you see yourself. And it's really kind of affecting your quality of life, you know, and you're sleeping, you know? So it's like, obviously this is an issue for you, you know, and it could be for them too. So maybe that's what brings you guys together, to communicate about it. It's like, okay, this needs to be talked about, because I'm just not, like, I'm not happy right now, and I'm not happy in life because of this. So we needed to address this. But that's the thing, like, they might not really be so willing to address it because they kind of just want to like forget about it. But you know, it could come up again if you don't address it. So hopefully, hopefully you're able to address that in a way that's, you know, productive for the situation. So basically, I'm just seeing that somebody's really not happy about this. It's affecting their life. Could be both of you. And so you guys are going to come back together probably during one of those seasons that I mentioned before, okay? So it could be this year too, because we still have 2 of those seasons left. Coming up. Okay. I think we have a couple new people. Okay, so let me add those people onto this list. Okay. Got you. Okay, I see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I think that's everybody. But let's see. I'm gonna read it off to you. There's 18 people. I have 17 on the list. So let me know if you're not on this list, okay? I have Kritika, Barbie, Sanch, Pradeep, Hollow Scream, Supernatural, Sanchita, Ashley Patterson, Lynn, Mo Haha, Virgo Girl, Cheeky Cheeky, Sunbla Gafoor, Tulips, Mohapara Nizamani. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but that's what that you know who you are. Richa Sinha or Richa Sinha. Oh wait, I got Ashley twice. And Ashley Patterson. So I got you twice. But okay. So is there anyone else that I missed? Got you. I have Sanch as well. So yeah. Anyone that I missed here? Is there anybody that's not on the list? Let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle, okay? Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And okay. Woo! Okay. That's a, yeah. It's a little dance. Are you here? Kritika. I haven't seen you talk in a while, so shit. Hopefully we don't have to skip her. Are you here? Shoot. Let's see if we can do this 30-second thing. We'll see if she comes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay, she's here. Nice. So, what's coming for me in the near future is what you want to know. All right. All right. What's coming for me in the near future? Start with this deck. Near future, please. For Kritika. Anything that you want to point out for her? Excuse me. Anything you want to point out for her or bring to her attention right now about her future? See, that's how I feel about the wheel too. I'm glad you feel that way, because it's just a lot easier for me to not have to pick, you know, and have people think like I'm picking favorites or something. The wheel knows who needs a reading, so he's pretty good about it. Let's see. What do you need to know? What do you want to bring to her attention about the next coming months? What do you want to bring to her attention about the next coming months in her life? Ooh, okay. So basically, all right. Well, I was going to say your motivation, your vitality, your ambition, your determination. You're going to be working really hard, okay? Like fingers to the bone, like just all the time, very passionate about something. It could be something new. It could be a new project, a new interest, a hobby, you know, type thing, project. And it could be regarding, I don't feel like it's love, even though it's the lovers here. I feel like it's more talking about like a partnership, you know. It could even be a business partnership. It doesn't have to be, but I mean, it's about, I mean, it could be about love, okay? But really, I feel like it's about, it's more about this project. Of course, the project could be, you know, this new lover, but I don't feel like it doesn't even necessarily have to be a new lover. To me, it has to do with a person, like that you are, you know, in some kind of a partnership with, whether that's romantic or not. But basically, you know, your vitality and your determination is fixated on this thing. So let's see more about this. Let's see what this is about and whether or not it's love or not. So let's see. Give us if this is love or not. Okay. Princess of Cups. So it definitely could be love. It could be a passion though too. It's not really clear. So let's see. Give me something that I can't deny whether or not it's love. Help me to understand whether or not it's love, because I'm conflicted on it right now. It could mean many different things. So clarify to me. Okay. 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. So no, I think it's more about your stability, having to do with Pentacle-like stuff. So it's like a job. You know, in the 8 of Pentacles is obviously like a project or some kind of thing you're passionate about, working really hard on. So 7 of Cups though is talking about like you're not seeing it. Either you have a lot of options. I mean, that could be why you're not seeing it very clearly, because you have a lot of options. And it's hard to kind of choose when you have a lot of options. It's almost better if you just have one, like if you have 2 things and you have to pick one, it's like sometimes easier than having so many options, because you're like, fuck, it's just hard to choose. And then you think, fuck, what if I don't, like, what if I want to do something else later? I should have picked this one and all that drama. So, but the 4 of Pentacles is telling me that it's something that you, first of all, save your money. And second of all, don't spend, well, yeah, save your money. Don't spend frivolously, but it's going to be important because you're trying to build a foundation. You're trying to build something that is stable, that you can rely on and depend on, that can help you, you know, feel more stable and structured in life. So, again, it could have to do with another person you're doing this with, whether it's, you know, business or romantic. But the main thing of this reading, the main theme here is talking about you and basically your stability, your work ethic, or like you trying to provide yourself with stability. So it's like this is going to be something you need to focus on, and it could be sparked by this new hobby, this new interest of yours. So it's like it's not something that just feels like a job though too, which is cool. It feels like you want to be there. You're passionate about it. You really want to be doing this every day. It's probably like the only thing you really want to do. So that's cool. I mean, for the situation, it's cool. It's like You know, you don't want that to bleed into your personal life, but really it doesn't seem to be much of a problem for you. It seems like this is just something you're very passionate about. You're happy to do it. It doesn't feel like a job. So that's good. I mean, that should help you to be able to, you know, create a foundation even easier, because it's not like a hassle or anything. It's, you love being there. But here's the thing, the Eight of Swords is here. So it tells me that there's a feeling of being trapped or stuck, or like your hands are tied, like you have no choice but to whatever, be in the situation you're in. So that could be maybe what you're getting away from by doing this. Let's look into that a little further to make sure. But I feel like, you know, it's, hopefully this is saying that this is what's going to make you not feel that anymore, or the whole, like, the whole cause of this, the whole reason it's you know, that it's beginning, or that it's, you know, starting, is because you felt stuck. So this is kind of bringing you out of that, is what I feel. But let's see further if we can get like more clarity on the Eight of Swords here. I want to make sure you're not going to end up feeling stuck in this situation. The Hierophant. Yeah, so I think you were kind of lacking a bit of stability, you know, and also it could be a thing for you that you know, that could be the Gemini there, that energy with the Lovers, is that Geminis like to start things. They like to do a lot of different variety of things. It's hard for them to kind of like do things for a long time, or like in a deep way, or very thoroughly. It's like they like to do a bunch of different stuff, you know, so they get bored easily. They want to like switch and do something else now, you know. So that could be kind of what was lacking before. It's like it was hard for you to kind of like commit to something, or like do something for a long period of time and just have a stable thing, because you always want to do something else. You don't know. Like I said, remember, you have a lot of options and there's so many things you want to do. So now here, and also this is Taurus energy, by the way. So there could be a Taurus around you involved in the situation. Maybe you're doing business with, whatever. But this kind of energy is commitment. You know, it's something, it's fixed, it's thorough, it's, you know, you're going to be there a while. And the cool part about it is that you finally found something. Like the Gemini energy, they can't find something that keeps their interest. This is something that keeps your interest with that Eight of Pentacles. You're working really hard on it, and it's something you're very interested in. It's not something that gets boring or seems like a hassle. So good, perfect, because that's what you needed, you know, because it was something you couldn't do before because nothing could keep your interest. Now it's, you can commit to something because it's so interesting to you and it keeps your interest. You know, it keeps you wanting to do it. So that's good. So you're about to find some kind of hobby that really, it's perfect because you need that stability in your life. And this, hopefully, since it can keep your interest, will be able to provide that to you, because it doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like you have to, it's not a hassle to be there. You like to wake up and do that every day. So yay, you know, so many people would want that in their life. So that's really a great thing that you have coming there. That's good. You know, sorry if you wanted to hear about love or something, but it's a really positive thing, actually, you know. Like, so many people would love to have that in their life, like something that they could really just enjoy doing. Because, you know, a lot of people don't like their job. Okay, so let's see here. All right. Oh, how lovely. Well, thanks for coming. Good for you. Don't worry, you guys, I just blocked the person. I'm gonna block the other person too. Yeah, no, I love when people like that come on here. I mean, the topic that they're saying is a bit disturbing, but it's cool because it just brings me more traffic. You know, I'm cool with it. It's like, whatever, right on. Because the more traffic I have, YouTube will pick up this video and be like, okay, people are liking this. They're engaging with this. We're going to show other people on their feed so they can join. So really, it just helps me out, you know? I'm not, you know, it's all good. It's just that, you know, obviously they say some pretty disturbing stuff. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so let's see, who else do we have? Let's add, I think we have a couple more people on this list now to add, so let's see. Sumera. Or Sumera. Sumera. Fahid. Destination MJ. Make sure you guys are subscribed and that you like this video really quick, and I'll put you right on this list, okay? Hey, South African greetings. What's up? Right on. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I added you to the list, so no worries about that. You are added to the list. So we're about to spin again. Thanks for coming. We're about to spin again, and I'm just going to add a few more people to this list that I see here that obviously are not on the list yet. And then we'll spin again. Oh, yeah, that might happen. So just no worries, you guys. It's all good. Just try to ignore them. Sorry about that. I just saw your thank you, Kritika, and you're welcome. Thank you for your question and for being here. Appreciate it. I don't think I have Kalpana. Dav. Just making sure I have everybody here, like the new people, you guys. So just give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, I think I got everybody. Yeah, I just added you. Okay, let's go. That's the one I didn't. I got you. Thank you for saying that, because I totally wouldn't have put you, because I forgot that you were there. So okay. Yeah, so I got you guys. Should I read the list again? Do you guys want to make sure, or let's just make sure. Barbie, Virgo Girl, Richa, Sinha, sorry. Sanchita, Hollow Scream, 111, Tulips, Mohaha, Pradeep R, Sant, Cheeky Cheeky, Ashley Patterson, Sunbla Gafoor, Moha Para Nizamani. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Lynn, Sumera Zahid, Destination MJ, Pragya. Again, forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And if it bothers you that much, please let me know so I don't keep doing that. Kalpana, Yadav, Lesego, and Supernatural. Is anybody else? Okay, nope. Tom's another troller. Nice. Good for you. You have nothing better to do. Thank you for giving me traffic, though, and attention to my channel, because it helps me out a lot. So, okay. Did I miss anybody? Let me know if I missed you. Just shuffling a bit. I don't think I missed anybody. Okay. All right. Woo! Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Sanchita, are you still here? Let's see. Are you still here? I hope so. Oh, fuck. That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Yeah, Pragya, yes. I added you. No worries. I got you. Sanchita. Okay, we'll do the 30 seconds and we'll see if they're here, okay? Sorry, just need to get my glasses because, you know, the blue light on the screen kind of makes me feel sick after a while. Plus, I've been drinking Monster, so doesn't help. So, let's see. Is she here? Sanchita, is she here? No. Okay, we're gonna have to spin again, you guys. It happens. And if Sanchita, I don't know why I can't say that right now. If she comes back, we'll add her. But we're gonna have to move on for now. Sorry, Sanchita. Aw, that sucks. Don't be that person, you guys. Don't do it. Okay. Woo! Ready? Okay, Barbie. Hopefully you're here too, because I know you were here from like the beginning. So, yeah, okay, so there's 9 people here now, so let's keep that in mind. That's why I restarted the list a couple times, because there's 18 on this list. Okay, so half of them aren't here. So that's the thing. That's why I might redo the list again, because that's the thing. Like, people are fucking weird, dude. Did you see what that person said? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh god, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. Wow, people and their imaginations. Okay, so we might have to redo the list just because. Okay, well, there's 12 now. This might happen a few times. So that person. Oh, Barbie. Okay, perfect. I was almost gonna say let's just spin again. So I'm glad you're here. You got chosen. So please post your question, Barbie, and I'll get started on it for you. Okay. Okay. I'm so happy that you got chosen because I know you've been here since the beginning. So that's awesome. Are my dreams and manifestations going to come true? I'm so glad I slept during the day a little bit today because I would not be able to do this. It's almost 4 in the morning for me. But I'm telling you, everything. Like literally, it helps a lot. So, what are my dreams and manifestations going to come true? Well, that's the thing about manifestations, Barbie. You have to kind of, make them happen. You have to see it and you have to believe it and then you have to go for it, So, I mean, that's kind of a question that like can't really be answered by me. That's kind of like up to you. But are you saying like, are they unrealistic? Like, are they, because just the word manifestations, it's kind of up to you, But okay, so let's see the things that you want and hope for and dream for right now. The answer to that question though is up to you. But let's see. What do we see happening for you in regards to like the things you want? And see if those things are looking like in the future for you. Let's see what's coming for you or what's going to happen here based on like in regards to the things that you want and dream for and hope for. Are those things part of the future for you, or do we see things similar to that or kind of happening for you? Okay. First of all, we see the lovers. So this doesn't have to mean there's, it's about lovers necessarily, but it could mean it's about a Gemini. It may not. The whole thing of this, though, is basically saying like, it could also be talking about another person. We'll get more information on it right now. But basically here, it's talking. Sorry, my cat is crying all crazy. Like, it's okay. He wasn't doing anything. It was just him crying. Don't put him in the bathroom. Oh yeah. Okay, so I wish Tyler's Tarot was here because he would be talking some shit right now. I just don't, I'm not that person. I wish I had more Aries in me. Unfortunately, Saturn is where my Aries is, so of course it's restricted, but I mean, this person wants attention, so we should just call him out, you know? Fuck, I need to get him on here as like a comment, a person that's, yeah, that would be fucking funny. I'm gonna ask him. That would be so funny, dude. That would be perfect. That'd be great. He's like my side person, like, look, motherfucker. All right, so let's see. This could have to, okay, so Barbie, this could have to do with the lover. This might not have to do with the lover. Let's see, what are we talking about here with the lovers for Barbie and in regards to her hopes and dreams for the future? Okay, so basically, yeah, I feel like this is kind of like, it's about you more than it is about somebody else. It's kind of like you facing the dark side of your personality because it may be hard for you to do that. I don't know if you're a Libra, that's kind of a thing for them. It's kind of a thing for people in general. So, I mean, it's, you don't have to be a Libra for that to be a thing, obviously, but basically it's like saying, you know, with the lovers, it's like the good and bad side to a situation. So that's obviously like, since we're talking about you trying to find yourself here is what this is. You know, you got 8 cups filled to the brim, but you know, you have everything you need mostly, and maybe even a little bit of what you want, right? But whatever it is that you have, I mean, it's just it's not enough, or you're just missing that cup, that piece that you really feel like you need. So yeah, basically it's like you just, whatever you're trying to get in, you know, in your life, you don't have it right here. So here's the thing. You're gonna probably have to go through that whole, you know, transformation period. That's gonna have to be sparked by you. But that's the thing about free will, Barbie. You can choose to avoid this if you want. Not a good idea. Try to just let it happen, you know, try to find yourself. Don't be afraid of what you might find, because a lot of people are afraid of their dark side. But in order to know, it's called shadow work, okay? Like, look it up and look into that. It could be something that's really helpful to you, because it's probably going to look something like you have to face, you know, your dark side and be able to know what that is and accept it, so that you don't let it overcome you. You know, everybody has that, and everyone has to do that work eventually. But, you know, you can't avoid it, and then you might let your bad side overcome you. So you don't want that, you know? Don't be afraid of what is deep inside of you, you know, whether it's anger, resentment, whatever it is, you know? And a lot of people, everyone has something. So it's you, like, part of you finding yourself is going to be that, you know, facing your dark side. And so I feel like this is coming out, Barbie, because really you're asking my dreams and aspirations and hopes, like, what I want to manifest. Is that possible for my future? Do you see that? And really, it's kind of like, again, free will. It's saying, what it's saying to me is, if you do this work, like, basically you probably don't even know really what you really want. Like, once you find yourself and find your purpose, your value, you know, your meaning in life, like your true meaning. And again, this is a solo journey. No one else's opinion matters. This is all about you and what feels like fulfillment to you in your life, because it's your life. So once you find out what that is, your aspirations, dreams, hopes, and what you want to manifest is probably going to change. You know, it's probably going to be different than what it is now, because it'll be a whole different life for you. It'll be a whole different reality for you. So that's what I feel like it's saying. Like, you need to, before any of that can happen, you're going to need to, like, do this, you know? And what this is basically you, like, going into the world and, like, doing whatever you need to do to connect with yourself and to realize what it is that makes you feel fulfilled, what your needs are, you know? It's not easy to do that for everybody, but it's something that's really important for you. Like, before you can even do any of this stuff, I mean, you can do it, but it's probably going to change at some point. You know, once you do this work, it's going to change completely, because now your world is completely different. You know what I mean? So that's why that's coming out for you, because it's saying, look, all of this stuff you want, you don't even know. Like, you're going to want so much like different. And I want to even say better for yourself. Like maybe these things you want now are going to seem unrealistic, or they're just going to seem like, why did I even want that? You know, I don't know what these things are that you want, but I'm just saying, like, you're going to be living like a higher vibration, you know? So it's like, it's more clear what you actually want and need. So those things might change. So basically, to answer your question, it's saying that, hey, sorry, my cat is having sex with my other cat. So that's why you heard all those noises. You probably heard that, huh? That was fucking disgusting. So yeah, basically the reason that's coming out, to answer your question, is it's coming out saying like all these things that you're thinking you want and need now, your hopes, your dreams, what you want to manifest, it's probably the premature part of you, like before you even really know yourself type energy. So it's kind of like you first need to realize that these things, I'm not telling you what to want or what to go for or what to strive for. I'm just saying that to me, the message here from the cards for your question is, first of all, you don't even know what you like. You have to realize first who you really are, and then you'll get a clearer picture. And on top of that, once you do that, Barbie, you won't even be asking that question because you'll know, like, yes, it's up to me. I'm going to do this. This is what I want, and this is what I need. And that's what I'm going to strive for. And that's what I'm going to make happen. You know, so it won't even be like a question, like, can I do that? It's like, no, it will happen because that's what you're doing. That's your purpose in life. That's what you're living, you know? That's awesome. It's really actually uplifting and very encouraging, like the way I'm seeing it for you. Also, I want to get maybe a chakra wisdom oracle for you, because I feel like you're kind of, you know, if you do need to find yourself and it's that type of energy, you probably have a lot of questions, and you probably feel like you don't really know where you're at right now in life, or maybe not, but that's just what I feel from this kind of a question, you know? You sound a bit lost. No offense at all. I'm just saying, like, maybe a little extra guidance would be nice, and I really like this deck for that kind of situation. You know, sometimes you don't really know exactly what to ask either, and this kind of just brings things together all the way around, you know? Wow, interesting. I'm not going to use these two because they just fell out. I'm going to use, well, maybe I should for you. Maybe that's why they fell out. Let's see. Faith for sure I know resonates already. Bittersweet, let's see. So you got faith and bittersweet. Okay, look at these cards for a second and just see the imagery and just kind of check it out for a second, okay? All right. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I know, it's like, how are people getting blocked and then they're getting back on? I don't understand that, but it's kind of weird. Thank you, though. I really appreciate that. That's so helpful. Seriously, thank you. Barbie, hopefully you're still here. Let me know if you are, because I'm not done with you yet. I got more to say for you. Hey, you know what, you guys? It helps me out so much. Thank you for being here with the traffic. You guys are creeps, but I appreciate, you know, your attention here, because it just helps YouTube, you know, see that this is a video people like to, you know, engage with. So thank you. All the trollers, everybody here, thank you. It's helping me out a lot, so I appreciate it. It's helping the channel, you know. And you guys just try to ignore them, you know. They really need attention. So if you want to call them out and talk some shit, that's on you. You can do that. But, you know, we're more of a positive community here, so let's just try to, like, not even engage. And thank you for Lynn for, you know, blocking them. It's very helpful. Thank you. But while they're here, you know, I just want to say thanks, because they really are helping the channel when you think about it, you know. They're showing, they're engaging. That's a good thing. So, okay. Barbie. We have faith and bittersweet. So let's see. It's probably not what you think, so don't worry. It always has a good message, so let's see what this message is for you, okay? I'm going to bring this over here so you can kind of look at the cards while we're doing this. Can you see that a little bit? Here, we'll do it like this. I'm trying to make this good for you. All right. Let's see. Is that good? Not quite. I'm not happy with that yet. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, so the first card, actually the first card was faith. Let's do that. Faith, okay? It's a purple chakra. So I'm going to go ahead and read the purple chakra intro for you. Okay, purple. Learn to see without sight. Overall impression is seeing the unseen. Keywords are guidance, intuition, secrets, integrity, knowledge, spirituality, inner child, mystery, and dignity. Manifesting intention. The sixth chakra represents our sixth sense. What do you know? All the cards in the purple color array, indigo and violet, appear in this chapter. The brow chakra is the third eye and houses all that is hidden within. Remember, you're gonna have to find yourself, right? Remember your dark side, right? See what I mean? This deck, it resonates every time. So remember what we were saying, your dark side, you have to face that, right? So houses all that is hidden within, including our intuitive knowing. The cards often reveal family agreements made before you were born and karmic issues which you have brought into the world to work out. The sixth chakra reveals your intuitive focus and your inner knowing. The cards in this chapter may reveal the behaviors you've either inherited or unknowingly chosen to copy from your family of origin. This reflects where you are in terms of your own awareness and reveals your willingness to do your own soul searching. What did I say about that card? It's soul searching. You're finding yourself. You have to find I'm telling you, this is exactly what we're talking about with that card, the Eight of Cups. Exactly. Okay. So this reflects where you are in terms of your own awareness and reveals your willingness to do your own soul searching. Okay, it says, are you living your past into the future? Faith. Faith is the unspoken element here. All intentions are fulfilled with the help of spirit. Don't you love that? Because your intentions, your manifestations, your hopes, your dreams, this is just, yes, yes. Okay, definitely your card, girl. Okay, so faith. It said purple cards at a glance. It says royal purple brick. So we are all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily, while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your pain to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others, and if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It is time to deliver your message. Okay. That's a lot of pressure, but no, it's a really positive thing. Good, 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 good. So faith, royal purple brick. I am more than I think I am. So the legend here, Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. The inspiration to this is, what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Okay, so kind of like let go of fear, you know, whatever it is. You said, wow, this is amazing. I'm glad you feel the same way. That's good. So enough said then. There, you got it. You know, you can see what that means for you. I'm glad that you're resonating because then, you know, you understand what it's trying to say. So good. I'm glad. So yeah, your greatness awaits. The personal inquiry. So this is for you to ask yourself, okay? It says, I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? So maybe a bit of fear of failure there that's holding you back too. So key ideas here are narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, and using energy in a self-defeating way. Your keywords are gifts, muse, and fear. All right. Now here at the bottom, we have a little meditation for you to do. It says, this is the time to let go and recognize your own gifts. Thank your guides for protecting you and not allowing you to give up. This is the first step in communicating and sharing with the world. The royal purple brick is a part of your path, not the entire journey. Okay? Woo! Right on. I love that. That's perfect for you. It's exactly what we're talking about here. And again, you know, it touches on other things too that I couldn't even have touched on, you know? It just knows. All right, let's get bittersweet for you too, as well, since these both came out for you. So this is a blue chakra. Don't even do it, girl. This cat. Hi, baby. Hi. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. She's a baby. You're so sweet. Okay. All right. So the blue, intro to the blue, okay? Find your way of expressing yourself. Overall impression is communication. Keywords are truth, communication, loyalty, serenity, faith. Hey, faith again. Faith again keeps coming up. I'm telling you, this is your reading. Okay, so faith, spirituality, creativity, and expression. Okay, so the keywords, I'm sorry, just read the keywords. The manifesting intention is the cards of the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, reveal at a core level matters of communication. This includes creative focus and your ability to be heard and understood. Being able to communicate the truth you feel in your heart will bring forward all the positive attributes of these cards. When you deny your heart's knowledge, challenges will present themselves. Okay, so keep that in mind. When you deny your heart's knowledge, these challenges will present. When you deny your heart's knowledge, challenges will present themselves. So what are we going to do, right? We need to think about that. Here you will find a definition of personal leadership and redefine beliefs that no longer serve you. Yes, personal responsibility will be brought into play. Now, I want to repeat that because that's important, okay? Here you will find a definition of personal leadership and redefine beliefs that no longer serve you. Personal responsibility will be brought into play. So it's going to be up to you, you know? Again, free will, you definitely don't have to do this shadow work type stuff, finding yourself all mumbo jumbo. But it's important, and I think it's a good idea, you know? I think you feel the same. So the blue cards are a reflection of how you relate to the world. All matters concerning self-expression will be revealed. These include personal forms of expression such as writing, art, speaking, and presentation skills. The resulting experiences in your life are linked to how you communicate with the world around you. In essence, this means that you will not get what you ask for, but you will get who you are reflected back to you. So maybe that's part of the journey, right? You're like, you want certain things, but first you have to know what those things are. You know, you have to know who you actually are. Like, who am I dealing with here? Who am I? You know, who am I dealing with? Self. Like, who are you in this world actually trying to make these things happen for yourself? Like, look at yourself realistically. And that changes things, right? So it's also going to change how you see yourself and how others will see you because how you present yourself, you know? Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Bittersweet. It's the first one. Blue November. There is an inner strength here, helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. Okay. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagined. So see, the reason this is second after faith is because this seems to be after, you know, the whole finding yourself thing, because then now it's talking about you expressing yourself and thinking of the group instead of thinking of yourself and finding yourself. You've already done that work, you see. So this is now talking about it's even further than that. To me, this is how I feel about it. I don't know, you might feel different, you know, maybe you feel the same. To me, this is kind of like after that. This is kind of like, now what are you going to do with it? Remember before too, it said your message means something. People need to hear it, you know, or they will suffer, right? That's a little extreme, but so this is like for the good of the group, you know, this is for what have you learned about yourself? And now it's not even about, you know, your personal agenda, as it's saying. So it's time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. So now it's time to get out of that whole mode where you're trying to find yourself, because, and it'll probably come natural because you've already done it, you know, you'll know, I don't need to find, I know who I am now, you know? So now how can you help others to do the same? So the person you're becoming is capable of more than you imagined. Isn't that awesome? I find that awesome. That's cool. Okay. Awesome. Okay. If I can say that enough. All right. So bittersweet blue November. It says a window is opened as a door gently closes. The legend. We celebrate in the midst of grief. The celebration has been planned for the birthday child. We cannot tell the child that our hearts are not joyous. If merriment rules in our home this day, so does sorrow that a child cannot see. God bless you, departed friend. God bless you, birthday child. Okay, the inspiration. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. Okay. So wow, that can mean a lot of different things there. First of all, the release thing. You know, if you have thoughts and feelings about yourself, they could be restricting your view of life and your view of yourself, and obviously limiting you and what you're capable of doing, right? But once you do all this shadow work, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's all going to come natural. Like, you'll know when you're done with that work. No one can tell you when you're done. You'll know. So, you know, go through that. It may be a difficult period of your life, but I feel like it'll be better for you, you know, and all of these things will make sense and come naturally for you. It's not going to be like, well, wait, how do I, you know, you'll figure this out. It'll just be clear. You know what I mean? Once you know who you are and everything, what you're trying to do. So unexpected news thing, obviously, unexpected news, you know, possibly, possibly that could be something we don't know yet, but hopefully nothing crazy. Personal inquiry. Remember, this is for you to ask yourself. Parents often make difficult decisions not supported by their children. Can I see the strength in the choices of others? Okay. Can I see the strength in the choices of others? Key ideas. Hidden blessings, celebration tempered by sadness, protecting someone, ability to honor others, and new horizons. Your keywords are poignancy, release, and maturity. So again, this seems to be after the whole finding yourself, shadow work type thing. It's cool because it's like you maturing. I mean, these are normal things that happen. These are normal issues people have. This is something that's going to come up. And this could be interpreted in so many different ways. Like, I'm so interested to see how this comes out for you. Like, let me know if there's unexpected news or something that happens. I'm really interested in knowing, like, you know, if you feel like this made sense, you know, later on. So, okay. Now, the meditation for this one is imagine stepping into a dark hallway. As you enter, the door behind you shuts. You may feel panic. After a few moments, you hear laughter down the hall. You recognize the voices. A door opens. You have reached your destination. You enter the party and the guests toast you. Hello, happy to have you. Your friend puts their arm around you. The hallway to the light isn't an easy place to be. See, okay, so it's saying as you get there, like your way there seems scary, seems difficult, seems, you're unsure of what's really going to happen, if you're ever going to get to that light. But, once you get there, you know that this is where you're supposed to be. And you know that you did everything for a reason, that it was all worth it. So, I just want to I want to touch back on the point that I was making. Like, I want to know how this plays out for you, because when it's saying, can I see the strength in the choices of others? Obviously, there's things that we haven't addressed that are going on with you. And that could have to do with, the choices other people are making that you disagree with, possibly, just whatever, in whatever way. I don't think we touched on that. So that's why I'm saying, let me know how this plays out for you, because I'm very interested in hearing, how this resonated for you later. So yeah, I feel like this is later on after the faith one, when you're maturing and you're having to deal with, because like it said in faith, your message and the things that you have to say, you have things to teach people, because of the experiences you've dealt with and gone through. So I feel like that's just going to come up, other people and their issues are going to be a part of it later, because, your message is supposed to come out and help some people, right? So, and inspire them. So obviously you're going to be very involved with other people and, what they're going through and the choices they're making and things like that. So to me, it makes sense. And I hope it did for you too. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, you said you're literally crying right now. Oh, oh my God. I mean, shit, I knew it resonated, but fuck. Good. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to cry. That means it's hitting. Good. See, I love that deck. See, this is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. I love it. And that's why. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. You got Bittersweet and Faith. Just to remind you, you got Bittersweet and Faith, Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Yeah, love it. Dude. Love that shit. Good. Okay. Yes. All right, you guys. So we're going to do one more because this is the 10th person and it's 4 a.m. for me. So we're going to do one more here, and so let's spin this wheel. So let me know, whoever's here right now, let me know if you want a reading. I'm going to redo the list because I know we got some people that aren't here anymore. So one more time, we're redoing this list. So let's do this. Just say, hey, what's up in the chat if you want a reading still. And I will add you to this list. Please go ahead and like this video, you guys. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. It helps YouTube see that people are engaging with this. So I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your guys' company tonight. I couldn't do this without you, so you're very important to this. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to see new faces as well. Felix! Okay. Okay, you need to... Sorry, my cats are trying to screw each other. It's not good. It's not good. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. That was wow. Yeah, no problem, Barbie. See, when I got your name, I was like, yes, because I knew you've been here a long time, like since the beginning. So I'm glad to have been able to do that. And I'm glad it really resonated like that. Awesome. So, okay. Pragya. See, that's why I love doing this, because it's fucking good shit. It's good shit sometimes. And then sometimes it's not, but Amber, Ashley. Oh, sorry, just kicked you in the face. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Kitty. All right. Chicky, chicky. Virgo girl. Sunblood. Wow, there's a lot of people that have been here since the beginning. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Okay. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay. Mahabara. Destination MJ. Loveth. What's up, girl? You got here just in time because this is the last person. This is the last reading we're doing, so I'm just gonna make the list again and then spin. And actually, we might do it a little different this time because it's kind of fun when like there's a lot of people like this. Add hickory. Okay, hollow. Hey, babe, can you help me with something really quick? Sanj, I'm gonna do it kind of different right now, you guys, just to kind of make it even more fair and random, you know. Can you help me write all these names down? We have about 20 of them, and I just want to write them down, and then we're gonna like pick from a hat or something like that, because instead of doing the wheel, just because sometimes the wheel will pick like the last person that I just put, and I kind of want to make it, I want to make it more fair than that and just have it be like completely, you know, whoever's supposed to get it right just by chance from picking. So it's just going to take a second, you guys. I'm just going to get your names down on this thing, tear them up, throw them in a hat, and then we're going to see, okay. Aw, that's sweet of you. Okay. Actually, I probably can do it myself. Do you have any scissors, though? Might be in my drawer or something. Thank you. So if you guys are new and just coming on now, go ahead and say what's up in the chat. Just let me know that you want a reading, because I'm putting everybody on this list, whoever wants a reading, and I'm going to pick from a hat. So I'm going to end the list pretty soon here. So just let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Miss the list. It's up to you. So just please, you know, let me know now so I can get you on here, okay? Because I'm about to end adding. I'm about to stop adding people. So yes, all right. Yep, I knew we had some more. Okay. Korea. Lynn, okay, got you. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like there's other people that I didn't get, but let's see. Just making sure I got everyone, you guys. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got, hang on a second. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Clayton. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got everybody real quick. Oh, okay, somebody way up there. What the fuck? People are, these freaking spammers say the weirdest shit. I mean, wow, that's a little, it's out there. It's pretty out there. Jesus. Jesus. Ooh, Muskan, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? What the fuck? People are so... Thank you, you guys, for spamming the chat. No, it's all good. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. It's all good because you know what? It gives me a lot more attention. Like, it gives me a lot more traffic. It tells YouTube that people like this shit, so it's good. Thank you for your help getting this channel out there. All right, so I'm going to end now, okay? Anyone else that comes? I feel like there's one more person that wants to come real quick. Thank you. Sorry about that, Lynn. There. Good for you. Sorry to hear that, Kayla. Aw. My goodness. Evil. So, Chati, are you real? I mean, that seems like a genuine question, so. But go ahead and say some weird shit if you're a spammer. We're waiting. But if you're real and genuine, I'll definitely add you to this list real quick. So just give me a second. It's kind of difficult, huh, without scissors. Okay, I'm just going to be right back and get some scissors. Just 1 sec. It's okay, I think I have some over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll stop it, Bess. Here, use the scissors. So I'm gonna get a box. Put them in there. And then rip it. I'm so excited for this right now. Stubborn ass Aquarius. But I do appreciate your help. Thank you. Yeah, that'll be difficult. I'm gonna do this over there so they're not just like hearing me talk, like and being like, what's going on here? Are you still there? Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to fold these names up, throw them in a box, and then we'll see. All right. So it's just going to take another second or two. But this is where the fun's at because it's like totally random. I love this shit. I love shit like this. I don't know why. It's just fun. Because it's like the suspense, you know? And thank you, Victor the Aquarius, for helping. Really appreciate it. Victor the Aquarius. All of you out there who have read Virgo and Aquarius never last, well, we're living proof. Because you will, I mean, that it is what it says when you look it up about Virgo and Aquarius. Like, they'll never make it past the first. But it's not true. And that's why other aspects of the chart are very important. Sun signs really kind of don't mean shit when it comes down to it. I mean, they do, but they also don't just, it's not just the sun sign, you know. It's kind of pointless to just look at the sun sign because it's just not the only thing that matters. Did anyone else join us since I... No? Okay. I don't think so. Except Chati. I didn't add her. Let's add her. Do you have any more paper over there? Can I just put another name on there real quick? Just one more. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. That's what I used to use this box for, actually. We can use this box. Yeah. That's why actually I started using that box for that reason. That's fine. I haven't done this in a while, but oh, it's this right here. How did that even get like that? All right, you guys, ready? Are we ready? Ah! I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Okay, I think we can add a couple more names for sure since you guys are here. All right. What is that? Mine? Oh, yeah. For that sign for Felix. Okay, 1 second. Oh, yeah. Let's add these together. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to add the last two names that came just because I want to be fair to the people that have been here a long time. So Kira Song and who's the other one? Somebody that just came here. And Twin Lioness. Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming. We already kind of closed the list for this part of the, live. I appreciate you guys coming, though. Please come to the next one. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell next to subscribe and then hit all, because then it will let you know the next time we go live and you can be here. And I really want to see you guys here. I want to be able to read for you guys. So Twin Lioness, I know I've seen you before and read for you, but Kira Song, you're new. So please come back today at whenever I go live. I don't know exactly what time, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and it will let you know so you don't miss it, okay? Because I really want to be able to read for you guys that are new. And Twin Lioness, thanks for coming. So you guys, let's get started with this. Let's do this. Are you ready? This is the last reading of the night or morning. So let's do this, okay? Got your names in here. Let's do it. Ah! Okay, ready? Pick the person who needs this the most. The person who needs this the most. See, it's the raffle box. Ah! Okay. That'd be cool if we had something that spins. Maybe we'll do that next time. Like a little handle. Okay. Ready? Drum roll, please. Okay. I'm not looking. I swear to God, I'm not looking. Okay. Okay. Who is it? Destination MJ. Woo! Hell yeah. Okay, ready? Ah! Destination MJ, Destination MJ, Destination MJ. Fuck yeah. Okay. Woo! Okay. Hell yes. That was fun, wasn't it? Okay. That was fun. Yay. Okay. Thank you. And thank you, Aquarius. Okay, Destination MJ, are you here still with us? If she's not here, we're gonna roll again, but that would be fun. That would be cool for you guys, right? Because you're like, I want to fucking go. Okay. She might not be here. Okay. So let's, oh, she's here. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Yay. Okay. Destination MJ. Let's see. What is your question? Go ahead and post, and I will get that started for you. Okay. Anything regarding my singing career? Okay. Let's see. Anything regarding your singing career. So tell us what we need to know. for Destination MJ here. Bye. Thanks for coming, you guys. I really appreciate you being here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came. Have a good night, you guys. Whoever's leaving right now, have a good night. Or a good day, actually. Wherever you are in the world, enjoy your time today, okay? I hope. All right. See you guys. Come back tonight. Please. I want to see you guys again, okay? All right. So anything regarding your singing career, Destination MJ. Tell us what we need to know about her singing career. What do you want to bring to her attention right now? Or what do you want her to know right now about her singing career? Okay. First of all, this is flipped over. A lot of people are getting this one tonight. It's important that you try to find yourself for whatever reason. I mean, I feel like part of it is like, maybe because there's certain aspects of the situation that you don't really know you want or realize are important right now. So this is like, once you do, this is all about you finding yourself. You know, he's got 8 cups filled to the brim. So basically, you've been here the whole time, so you probably know, you've heard me say this already, but just real quick, you know, he's got 8 cups filled to the brim. He's got what he needs and a little of what he wants, you know, but it's just not enough, or it's just not what he's really looking for. You know, he's got this cup missing. So that's what he's doing. He's on his solo journey because it is just you. It's about you. You know, no one else really matters. Like, their opinion doesn't matter. So it's about you finding yourself, basically. Finding what is fulfilling and valuable to you. So I feel like the reason that's coming out, though, in regards to your question, Destination MJ, is because once you do find yourself, what you want and what you're after becomes a bit different. You know, there's different things about it that are, you know, seemingly all of a sudden important. Maybe that you didn't look at before. So I'm just letting you know that's what they're wanting to bring to your attention right now. So let's look a little further into this. Anything we need to know about her singing career, please? What do you want to bring to her attention? What do you want her to know? What do you want her to know? And think about, realize, discover, understand. Okay. All right. It's kind of like that whole idea of like, once you get to the top, don't forget who helped you get there, is what I feel like. But before you're at the top, right? I feel like this is kind of touching base with like the support that you have around you. You know, when things don't really go the way that you had hoped or had thought they would, I feel like you kind of get to this point where you feel like people are against you. You know, you feel like certain people are, like, the advice they give or just their influence in your life, like what they're trying to like do or force you to, or like push you to do, you know, their influence, you feel like is leading you in the wrong direction. And you kind of feel like they're doing that on purpose. Like, you feel like these people are not on your side or they don't support you. And I feel like that's a little bit jumping the gun. Like, it might just be because things aren't going your way and you kind of feel like they aren't helping, or you just feel like they're against you, but they're not against you. That's what it's saying, basically. Like, you're pushing people away. And I feel like you're jumping the gun doing that. You're kind of just like quick to do that. Like, just kind of like that, you know, like going at people and seeing them as a bad influence in your life. And I really don't see it as necessarily like accurate. Like, I don't really think it's exactly the way you think it is. You know, like, not to say that they're all perfect and great for you, but I think the way you're seeing it is like, because they do show up as the Queen of Cups here. You know, they show up as you know, support. So it's kind of like, but you're pushing away that support is what this is saying. You're pushing away that support. And I feel like, because you feel like they're kind of against you. And I don't really think that's the case. I really don't. And here, you know, you're jumping the gun. You're just kind of doing it. You said makes so much sense. Okay, good. That's good. But yeah, it's like you're jumping the gun, you know, and no one can really stop you. That's the thing. Like, once they get going, nothing can stop them. Are you going to stand in the way of that person? Yeah, that's how everyone else feels too. No one's going to stand in your way and tell you not to, you know, except for me, I guess. But because I have some distance from you, you know, you can't really hurt me from here. So maybe that's why it's more comfortable. And I don't really know you. So it's like easier to kind of just tell you what the cards are saying. But maybe other people in your life can't really, they don't feel like they can tell you that because they feel like they don't know how you're going to react or something, you know, to that extent, to that degree, something along those lines, right? So it's like basically, you know, you got to just take a second and like not point the finger or not think that it's people's, like not blame. You might be an externalizer, you know. I'm a bit of an externalizer sometimes too, you know. I didn't know that about myself, so this is something you might not know about yourself too, you know, just saying, because like, you know, that's something that I realized and I didn't know before I realized what it meant. So what it means is like, you feel like, you know, this needs to change, this needs to change, that person needs to start doing this or stop doing this. Like, you need to do this and do this and do that, and then I could do this. Like, then things will be better. If you just wouldn't do that, then I could be fine. You know, like it's kind of like, you know, if my friends wouldn't like do this and that to me, then I would feel more comfortable to da da da. Or if my boyfriend, you know, would just help me out with da da da, then I would be able to feel like I could da da da. You know, whatever it is, it's just kind of like putting it on others. Like, you know, if this could change, like outside of me, like not me, but if other things could change outside of me, then I would be able to do this. You know, it's kind of, it's called externalizing. So internalizing would be like, fuck, like, you know, putting it on yourself all the time and not blaming others. Like when maybe other people could take responsibility. But basically, it's more mature, I guess, you know, the thing to do is internalize rather than externalize, because it's like you're putting it on others. And I do that a lot. I didn't realize that I was doing that, but maybe you have a similar, maybe it's the same for you, you know. That's kind of what it seems like, you know, with these cards. It's like you're putting it on others, like feeling like they're against you and that's holding you back. Like, so you're trying to, but the thing too is that these people are, I feel like, supportive of you. You feel like they're kind of against you. And I don't think that's true. I think that, you know, if something doesn't work out, maybe it's, you're quick to kind of see why somebody else should have done something different, you know, not trying to talk shit on you, just saying that that's kind of what this is telling me. Like, that's how I'm seeing this. So, okay. Anything else here? Any advice for her? What does she need to know? Basically, that's pretty good advice, I think. You know, that's a pretty clear message. But let's see anything else for you. Anything else that wants to come out here about her singing career? We just want to know. Anything you want to bring to her attention, please? Anything you want to bring to her attention, please? Anything here you want to bring to her attention about her singing career? Hell yeah. All right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune for you, which is obviously great. And I do feel like too, it's saying like, if you follow this advice we were talking about just now before about like, don't just be so quick to think that it's people are against you, because these people are supportive and you might want to have them in your sphere. You know, it might be helpful to you later, or, you know, obviously along the way, the whole time. You know, you don't want to end up alone. These people are here to support you. So if you're able to kind of like cut back a little bit and just, you know, maybe take a little more responsibility, just understand sometimes things don't work out. It's not really anyone's fault, you know, or like even it's not your fault, but like, could I have done something differently? Like, what will I not do next time? Or what can I do next time to maybe this won't happen? And, you know, maybe it will. Like I said, some things are just out of our control. But what you won't do, you know, hopefully is like blame it on other people and push them out of your life when really they're supportive of you and you want to have supportive people around, you know? So Wheel of Fortune, luck, you know, good omen to the situation. If you don't like push everyone away, you know, because that could end up switching it up for you and changing some things. So you want to have these people around. You want to have these supportive people around. Obviously, though, there's going to be some people that aren't supportive and, you know, those people don't need to be there. But for the most part, I feel like the people that you think are not supportive of you or on your side, they are. They just want what's best for you. Even if it doesn't work out, you know, it doesn't mean that they don't want that for you. And look at this. Empress. So, I mean, it could be touching on pregnancy. Gotta mention it because it's the Empress. I mean, a lot of times it means pregnancy, but so be careful with that. But it doesn't always mean that. It also means a new beginning, and that's what I feel that it's saying more in this situation. Since we're talking about this, I feel like this is what we're touching on here with Empress. Is, you know, this is a new beginning, a fresh start for you. Like, good things are going to come to you. Wheel of Fortune, Empress. That's beautiful. Beautiful new beginning. Off to a great start. You have a lot of you know, like a lot of good chance here to really make something of this. You know, it's a great start here. Beautiful. This is the birth of something. You said, I think it's because of previous experiences, got a contract and it was a scam, so my trust in people went down the drain. Right. Oh, that makes total sense. Yeah. Right. And I don't blame you. You know, that's a very difficult situation to be in. You know, now you're like, fuck, what do I, you know, people are just trying to use me or just trying to get something out of this, you know, totally makes sense. But there are going to be people, though, that really are on your side. And I think it'd be wise for you to try to figure out who those people are so that you don't have to, you know, just think people are against you and not know, you know. There are situations some people are just really good, you know, at manipulating and acting like they're really there for you when they're not. So I'm not going to act like that's not a thing that's there, you know. But I think there are certain people that really are on your side, and maybe you don't see it that way, but maybe, you know, start looking at that, you know, and try to see who really is. And what does it mean to you to be a good, trustworthy, supportive friend? And then weed out who isn't that, you know? It's a start. And it looks like you're off to a great start anyway, you know, so I think that you shouldn't have too much trouble doing that. But maybe it's just looking at that and looking at who really isn't good for me, you know, and who really is. Let's start weeding those people out now, you know, because obviously you got a chance here of this happening for you. And once it does, you know, if it does, of course, anything could happen and change that. Maybe one day you won't even want to do it. But, you know, just saying, it's not like guaranteed, but it looks like you have a really good chance. And once that, you know, if it does happen, then you really do have to watch out who you have around you, because obviously some people aren't going to be in it just to be your friend. But yeah, I mean, this is really, I'm happy to be able to read this for you. This is great. Off to a great start here. I mean, you really do have a chance. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, I feel like the people in your life are going to be important in your coming up, you know? So yeah, again, it's really important for you to find out who really is there for you and who isn't. And that could change along the way. You just got to be aware of what you need in regards to like a friend or support. And then whoever is just selfish or out for something that you're not about, bye. You know what I mean? Bye. Don't need it. Fuck yeah. Cool. Good. That's all I'm trying to do is give you that hope, confidence. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. Cool. Nikita, we're just finishing, girl. I'm happy to see you, though. Thanks for coming. But come back tonight, Nikita, and everyone who's here still. Come back tonight, you guys. Let's do this again. I'm so ready to do this again. I want to see you guys there, so please be here. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm so glad that we did this, okay? Thanks, you guys, for being here. Whoa! I look crazy. Okay. Going on 4 hours. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'll see you guys tonight. Come back tonight. I really want to see you guys there, okay? So come. I'm going to go to sleep. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It was fun. It was great. And I'm happy that we did this. So come back tonight, okay? Love you guys. It was fun. Come back tonight, you guys. Bye. Have a good one.